lights. People in the shadows fight a higher cause to change our lives. Close my eyes, I try to sleep but in my mind there's no reality. I'm latching on to all I know, and I've no idea where to go. Identities, outcasts in society. Dark and hazy city nights, immersed in the neon lights. People in the shadows fight a higher cause to change our lives. Close my eyes, I try to sleep but in my mind there's no reality. I'm latching on to all I know, and I've no idea where to go. last farewell. The street lights lit up like fireflies. The faint glow of distant starlight. Keep the secrets that we tell. Our bodies' vibrations multiply. In stereo, we both let go into the flow. You and I will ride the afterglow beneath the dome, so far from home. In monochrome, you and I will ride the afterglow. Two shadows in the moonlight, two bodies parallel. We're lost in the data stream tonight. In stereo, we both let go into the flow. You and I will ride the afterglow beneath the dome, so far from home. In monochrome, you and I will ride the afterglow. In stereo, we both let go into the flow. You and I.
It's your man, Pooh Nanners, your Texas caster and hype master, coming to you live from the V-Respawn studios. It is ready for some high-flying action, a little bit of a gravity-defying action if you think about it.
Wait, hold on. Are you talking about your hair or the tournament?
Well, my hair is actually in the spirit of the lack of gravity in what is rocket-powered robo-space hockey, affectionately known as Echo Arena. I am Pooh Nanners. I'm joined here by VR Chazen.
Vivian.
Vivian, what do we got going on today?
Nice to meet you, Bananas. Well, today we have the final, the championship for High School Heroes Echo Arena. This is exciting because with Friday we had the semis, and now we're going to see who takes the whole enchilada. So this is the end of the season, the end of the year. So we'll be seeing some seniors playing as well. Be their last game before they take off to college. So this is all exciting. It's been great to see the students play through the season and how they've grown since High School Heroes has started and their league. And yeah, let's go. Let's see what we got.
And looks like they decided to start early, so I guess we'll go ahead and watch. Pesky was like, we'll start 5 minutes after you go live, but I was like,
hey, if
I guess you didn't get the
early.
notice. I don't know. They're already in it to win it, man. We got the Lewiston Tigers versus Pasco. As Cutie Pop had already mentioned, he's a little bit biased and he's wanting Pasco to do well. The Tigers themselves obviously have been shaking up a lot of stuff this season. They ended up actually getting beat and going into the lower bracket to face off against Pasco here. So we're going to see how this works out. Now, it'd be really funny if Pasco was like, no, this is a warm-up. This is a warm-up. I was like, hey, man.
Oh, yeah, because
you start, man. You start. Anyway, so here we are, ready to rock and roll. We've already got ourselves 2 points up on the Tigers side and keeping the pressure on. Artemis not feeling optimally configured today, I think.
I'm seeing 4 on Lewiston. Is that are they 4?
Setting up a bottom shot. Nice recovery. Nice juke. No, takes it from him. Goes for the back shot. Once you're inside the bubble that close, real
and
hard
never
to stop
mind.
it.
There we are.
Nah, yeah. I thought he had it. The thing is, though, is that Lewiston Tigers, they're good enough that they know you don't want to panic clear, right? You want to pass it to your teammates, find an opportunity, juke out the way, and get moving. You want to retain possession of the disc. In that particular moment where you have 3v1, there's no reason to assume that you need a panic clear. And so what choice do you have? And just at that particular moment, he took it from him. Both Artemis and Yeats knocked out, but doesn't matter. It gets swatted away. Oh, nice pick from Artie. Artie just chucks it back to give his team time to get back on this side. Doesn't matter. Recovered by Edgelord. Edgelord getting knocked out for their trouble. Saved by John Redflame. And another save from Yeats looking for an opportunity. Do I need to pass it? Do I need to ditch it? And he goes for a pass. Let's see who gets it. The cameraman wasn't able to pick that one up for us, but that definitely felt like a pass. Maneater really having to ditch that one, though, going for the clear. I love these angles they're going for the clear, though. They're not doing straight shots, so a little bit harder for the other team to know where they're going to toss it. Oh, and it looks like Pesky's having a problem there. Yeah, I think maybe his headset went to sleep.
I think he got too excited, to be honest.
Well, yeah, he did say that could be a problem for him, is that his headset will fall asleep, and then he'll have to put it on, and then he'll have to take it back off to make it get going there. But already a pretty good start. Let's see where they're going now. We got 4v4 and a little more than 5 minutes left to go. Pesky's like, would they be in my headset, out of my headset? Yeah, spectating in Echo Arena can be difficult. You can't just float into spectate and be like, all right, this is the only thing we're going to do today. I mean, I think you can, but I remember it's you have to use command line prompts in order to force it to join lobbies. And the thing is Pesky's running double duty. He's not only our cameraman, he's also the one that has to start the lobby and invite everyone to it, which requires him to be in VR to pull that off.
Yeah, and these kids are playing on Quest 2 today, right? So they're... Wait, is Pesky on Quest 2 as well? No, he can be. He is.
All right, Pesky's let me know. It looked like it tried to go to pass through. He's like, it should be the only time that happens. We'll see.
Oh, he stepped out. He got too excited. So for those of you who are at home watching this for the first time, just a reminder that this is VR, so they're not sitting at a desk. They are actually actively moving in their space. Well, they're not flying. They're moving their arms.
Well, I mean, if you're floating around and you fire off a rocket, you're kind of flying.
Okay, I'll give you no.
You know what I want to see, though?
We need a science teacher.
I want to see Red Bull gather their mountains of money and try to make this be a thing that people can actually play in orbit. That'd be great.
Yeah, I wonder if NASA already kind of does something like this.
Dude, it would be so dangerous. Yeats Master evening up the score already. 6v6 game.
Wow, this is great. This is what we want to see.
4 minutes left on the clock. I mean, it is a close one. It is the first match, though. First matches in Echo Arena, in my experience, are not a good indicator of where the match is going to go because you don't know how warmed up people are. You don't know where their heads are at. They're all, wow, that blitz came to an immediate stop. They went to blitz them, Lewiston did, and immediately they got stunned so fast as a counter blitz that you didn't even see it. Instead, you just saw their bodies stopped with their heads just on fire. But that is what you do with a blitz, though. Send a player in there to knock them out so they can't get there. Still retaining control, though, even though it's deep into Tiger territory. they have control of the disc. Although it's a little bit panicky on the clear. It looks like Shirazzle actually will have an opportunity to score here. As he sets up, waits for Artie to pass it down. Passes Shirazzle. Shirazzle down to John for the backup. Nope, goes straight for it.
Oh, I like it. I
Yep.
like how close it's going to be right now.
Yeah, they had all the pressure on the goal then, man. It's really funny. You cast enough of these and you see it and you're like, oh, yeah, they're going to score. Like in the next 15 seconds, it's going to happen.
Yeah, Shirazzle showed up to play today.
Shirazzle always shows up to play. How
Okay, you're
dare
right.
you?
It's me that doesn't always show up.
Oh, wow. The blitz almost took it away from Yeats, but Yeats was able to maintain control. Unfortunately, the pass didn't connect, and Artemis recovers and tries to go to clear it twice
Push it.
to get it downfield. Already, they have somebody already in
Oh.
position. They're going to get to the goal.
Oh,
The
come
ding is the
on.
save, but
Oh.
it doesn't matter. Inside the bubble,
there you go.
Shirazzle drops it down from the top. Yeah, once they're in the bubble, man, it can be real tough if you don't get that clear. And that puts Pasco further in the lead than was happening. It was a tit for tat before. 2 points and 2 points back and forth, but that putting them in the lead, unless they could put a little extra pressure on, the Lewiston Tigers might not be able to pull this round.
Well, let's hear in the chat. I see a lot of Pascos here. We have who's for Lewiston, and let's see some representation in the chat from their school.
Well, Emmy Dessen really puts it the way that I always have, which is that, people say that Artemis is built optimally, but I think Shirazzle is actually built more optimally than Artemis.
That's what I was saying.
That speaking of optimum builds, though, Edgelord really bringing those points, dropping the three-pointer to try to get them to catch up that they need, making it a one-point game now. Now, if they can only recover the disc, now that Joust advantage has dropped to Pasco, we'll see if they can actually turn this around and get themselves a few more points on the board and maybe increase that gap, because right now the tit for tat isn't working out for him. Expert play. John has the opportunity to score, passes it up to Artemis. Artemis going to get easy shot here. Can't stop it when you have that kind of reaction, man. This is one of those things where I talk about where you have to predict what the other team is going to do, right?
Yeah.
And you can kind of see that a long ways off, that Artemis is just going to go walk down to position, get himself on the pulpit, get the disc passed to him, and then get an easy shot. And that's where you just send somebody in to just straight knock him out. You'd be like, no, you can't pass to anybody but here. Or what you would see somebody like Joker do is that they would just kind of set up in a ambush position in between the passer and Artemis, knowing full well they're going to pass to Artemis, and then just jump out the last second and snatch it. Nice. Easy approach from Edgelord. Still not going to get them what they need, though. They really needed those 3 points. It could be a little bit harder to get. But they need to decrease this gap. With 30 seconds left, there's not a lot more they can play with. It's too tight. Too tight when they gave up that twofer. Let's see what happens. The advantage over to Pasco. Pasco gets it without much pressure. Looks like Edgelord went for a rush and got knocked out for the trouble. They didn't double up this time, which is pretty smart. But Edgelord trying to keep on the pressure. But Edgelord, classic mistake there. He went for Artemis, but did not set up with the mentality of, I will grab, 5 seconds left. Artemis just running out the clock.
Yeah. I'm just gonna hang out here.
Yeah, one of the things that you do when you're plotting your course through the arena is you try to plot a course that's between these big objects you can anchor onto, right? But you also want to grab onto a member of your team or a member of their team. That's your primary target. But your secondary target, should you miss, should be the next closest object you can anchor onto. And that was the problem there, as we saw Edgelord ended up zipping past Artemis and did not have anything to grab onto, and ended up overshooting by a lot before they could grab something and change directions. That boost pack you have can only help so much. So yeah, that's the thing. It's sort of like what they teach you whenever you're like gun training, for example. That, if you're going to shoot at a target, you need to also think about your backstops. What's behind the target? Should I miss, where's my bullet going to go? Right? It's the same concept with you as the physical projectile. If I miss the player I'm aiming for, where am I going to end up? That's where all of your movement needs to be, what the basis of all your movement needs to be planned around.
Look at all those facts he's got there.
Well, it's, the game is not super complicated. It's more about how you execute a lot of these moves. That's where your skill comes from. Speaking of skills, got Antlion Audio with the audio skills. We got Vivian rocking the Antlion Audio headset right now, right, Vivian? Can you tell us about Antlion?
Sure. Antlion Audio offers high-quality, innovative audio equipment and peripherals at an affordable price. with products such as the Mod Mic Wireless that are approved and recommended by various content creators worldwide. Visit their website, antlionaudio.com.
Yeah, so if you were watching Friday and you're watching today and you're like, wow, Vivian sounds so much better. She got
sleep.
She got her Mod Mic charged, and it is on her head right now. On her good headphones. The Audio-Technica headphones. Which is really funny. My really nice pair of Audio-Technica headphones, I picked them up and put them on the other day and noticed that like the like little pleathery stuff was starting to crack. Edgelord walking one in with a nice let's go. Edgelord also kind of hamming it up a little bit there. It's kind of hard not to do that at these higher level matches when you have money on the line. It is very hard not to showboat a little bit when you know you got a good breakaway.
Hey, well, if you're doing a little showboating, you know that people are out there watching and supporting. That's why.
Well, I've always told these people, like, once you score, man, do a dance. Give us something.
Do a hand dance.
I remember one season, there were players literally working with me for them all to develop individual, unique, celebratory dances. We had one where it was like the player who scores basically lines up on the pulpit and pretends like he has a shotgun, and the other two players flap their arms like they're ducks, and he shoots them down.
Yeah. Yeah, you have to. That's the fun thing, especially on cast.
Yeah. Soccer players practice them all day long. Look at this. Yeet's going to get himself a score. Oh, stop from Artemis.
Whoa.
One that was needed.
Wow.
Immediate recover from Edgelord. Can Edgelord get it in? Nice pass. Does not connect. Artie's going to go for the panic clear, and they get it. That would have been the back-to-back score that Lewiston needed in order to ensure a win here. They're going to launch up over there. Nice stack and regrab boost to get downfield. Let's see if Yeats can retain control as Artemis puts on the pressure. Nice juke. That wasn't even Artemis. That was John. Oh, all three on top of Yeats, man. That's where your teammates need to let you know all three are on top of you. You need to get rid of it or pass it up. Just keep passing it. Nice, easy score. Now they got exactly what I was hoping for. You have Lewiston returning the favor, getting 2 back-to-back scores.
Yeah.
Which if the game
From
just
Maneater.
Yes, Maneater nailing it. And so if we go
again, apparently the tallest shorty, so I have to shout that out.
Whoa, here she comes. Right? Anyway, but yeah, who doesn't love Hall & Oates? Anyway, so ask your dad. Nice recovery from Yeats. Man, again, these guys are getting hosed. Artie with the pressure, though. Double knockout. Both of them got knocked out there. That's why you saw them kind of looking like they weren't doing anything. You can't do anything when you're knocked out. Not for about a second and a half. Nice three-point shot. Does it connect? Hell yeah, it does.
Wow, look at that.
Yeet Master. Earning the master in the name. I am excited, Vivian. Are you loving this?
Yeah, actually, I'm liking this. Well, I'm sorry. It seems like everyone's going Pasco, and
well, Pasco's won before.
Yeah, I know. That's why I'm saying, like, yeah, that's great. They look like they're.
Well, Tigers are new kids on the block, but Tiger was doing good. Not to pull away from the action. I'm going to wait for the next score. I'm going to go back to the bracket and see who it was who put Pasco down into the losers bracket. But I thought it was Lewiston.
Well, Lewiston, they're the ones with the art teacher, Mrs. Campbell.
That's right, Heather, right?
Maybe she drew them something else.
I mean, that's a rule, though. If your name is Heather, you have to be an art teacher, I think.
I think so, yeah. That's accurate.
I'm pretty sure that's in the course curriculum. Anyway, so Artemis has control of the disc, goes to pass it upfield into the hands of Joe Redflame. Joe Redflame goes to pass it back to Artie. Artie looking for an opportunity to score here. They're inside the bubble. Should go in off the backboard, but misses one of the black diamonds, so it does not go in. Artemis goes for the recovery, but he has pressure now from Edgelord, and Edgelord is having none of it. Nice knockout, but no. Artie gets the knock and the push to John, and John knocks it in for 2.
Wow. Look at Artemis is really passing today.
That's the first score from Pasco on this one. All right. So let's go back to this.
That one.
I was trying to see where is Pasco? Pasco was put in. Okay, they were put into the losers bracket by Concord, but Concord got beat by the Tigers. Okay, so I was trying to figure out exactly how they got here. So the guys who put Pasco in the losers bracket were beat by the Tigers. So theoretically, the Tigers should be better.
Theoretically. Okay.
Oh, they got an opportunity to score here. So you got to put pressure on him. You can't leave him down there. Go man on coverage. This is exactly what Edgelord should be doing. She's just putting below pressure on Artie. But no, here comes the score. Easy dunk. See, that's where I would have just wrapped up Artie. If I was Edgelord in that particular situation, saw him kind of dunking around, I wouldn't have gone for the punch. I would have flown right at him, protected my head, try to bait a hit, and which he won't hit you because Artie isn't dumb. And then I'd have grabbed him from the back and just not let go. And be like,
Yes,
no, you were a dead player. You don't get to do anything because I have your back. You can't hit me, and I can hit you anytime I want.
Machias in the chat, you are correct. That Concord did conquer
Yeah.
the Tigers.
Yep. It's always fun to say that. Conquered. All right. Shrazzle doing a little bit of a razzle-dazzle, but it doesn't matter. It's swatted back into play. Edgelord really just bringing the pain. Even though Edgelord's getting knocked out and paying a couple people back, getting distracted. See, if someone knocks you out in this game, you can't help but want to get even.
It's very frustrating. You're just like, ugh.
Yeah, here comes another easy score coming in from Pasco. When somebody hits you in the head in this game, you can't help but feel like you need to get even. The problem is that's a distraction. It was one of my favorite things to do in this game. I've played professional esports games for a while, right? And one thing I'm known on every team is having garbage aim at everything I do. I'm just good at strategy and outthinking other players. But I cannot aim for crap. And one of my favorite moves was to lock up another team, like one or two other players, because I would just make them angry. And they would feel like they had to kill me. And while they're focusing on me, they're not playing the objective. And my better players on my team would win. And I would do that in Echo as well. I would hit you in the head, and then I'd take off. And you would feel compelled, especially if I said something. Nice shot from Edgelord, keeping the score where you like to see it, 9-6.
Yeah, Pasco's bringing it back. Looks like the chat is, they're waiting for that. We got to Pasco, I like that.
It's best of 5. It's best of 5. It's okay if we let the Tigers
calm
have
down, everyone. Let's just kick up your feet.
It's okay if we let the Tigers have this one. But yeah, that was my go-to move back in the early days of Echo, was that I would tie up their good players, the people who are good shooters, right? I figure out who the best striker on the team was. I hit him in the head and bait him. And he'd be too focused on me to play the objective, and my team would score. And I was like, dude, you don't want to trade your best striker for literally the worst shot on the other team, because that's what you're doing by trying to hunt me down.
Listen to this, students. This is Grandpa talking over here.
Yes, listen to Grandpa tell his stories. Back in the day when I played Echo, they didn't have all these fancy graphics. Plenty of neon, though. All right. Well, we've got Artemis really trying to keep the pressure on, getting knocked out for the trouble, but it doesn't matter.
There you go.
Johnny knocking it in for 3.
Now we've got a game. Look at that. All right, everyone. Let's see it.
Yeah, this is actually something you see a lot in high-end Echo games as well, is that if one team starts doing really, really well, they will almost immediately start doing bad. It's almost like they just stop having respect for the other team, or maybe they start playing lazier because like they're just, I don't know. I remember one year we had the top team in the European Union and the top team in the North American League. Nice score. Edgelord getting 3 points on the board. But these top teams going at each other, and the top team from the European Union was just murdered them one round. Just absolutely blew them out in something that no one expected to see. But then the very next round, the North American champions blew out the Europeans. And then again and again, it happened, like back and forth like that. And it was like the other team would just play so poorly that would make you, the winning team, play poorly the next round. This is something you got to pay attention to.
It's all psychological and mental.
Nice, man. These steals that Lewiston gets. Oh, man. I thought, that it was. He went for the backboard three-point shot from that far.
That?
Yeah, the excitement is definitely real.
Kiss.
That is not an easy shot by any stretch. An excellent freaking shot by Edgelord.
Is that Ivan Thrive in the chat there that I see?
Edgelord is such an appropriate name for like a very young high schoolers as well, because most of them are on 4chan being Edgelords anyway. All right, so ask your dad. Artemis, nice recovery and a panic clear. Didn't even look where they were throwing it. As a result, they ended up being in trouble. Artie really trying like hell to be able to carry the team, but it doesn't matter. Edgelord and Slime having none of it. Oh, they didn't get their hands on it, though. Nice recovery, though. Oh, man. Edgelord's trying to panic clear with these backhands, and every time it's recovered by Artemis, Artie's having none of it. Artie's like going to move heaven and earth to make sure they can get some more points on the board, but this 15-9 score does not sit well with the suboptimally configured Artemis. Artemis is like, I could be at a furry convention right now. All right, and off the backboard, misses that black diamond as the disc gets cleared all the way down the field with 15 seconds. That is not going to be enough to tie up this round. Round 2 for sure is going to go to the Tigers.
Yeah, we should really. I'm seeing some veterans in the the chat of the regularly, we should get some of the Echo players here and watching and supporting this. This is pretty great to see.
So
And don't forget, if you're graduating, like I believe Yeet Master this is his final games here. He's going to study IT. There is CVRE, the collegiate VR.
that's right. And never enough literally said what I was talking about there. He's like, in softball, I was taught not to relax if you're winning, because a win is more about mentality than it is physicality, and that is 100% true. And even more so, like when you get closer and closer to victory, especially if there is something big on the line, like a big trophy, big accolades, or a crap ton of money, that you can fold under that pressure. Hell, if you want like
pride and glory,
if you want like a micro view of that, watch people doing hitless runs in like anything by From Software, like right now, like Elden Ring. These guys, like, I mean, that's what they're trying to do, is be the first one to do like a hitless run, but no cheesing, no range. Like, I have to fight these guys directly. And as they get closer and closer to completing the hitless run, if they're wearing like a heart rate monitor, you see it just going insane. And what do you do under that pressure, right? And that's a micro version of the kind of pressure you meet in a massive team sport like this, where your team is trying to win. As you get closer and closer to victory, you can fold. Or if you do really well, you can kind of just relax. The human body is weird like that. Like if you're running a marathon, as you get closer to the line, your body just starts shutting down in anticipation of you getting to finally sit down. It's very similar to if you really, really have to use the restroom, and you're getting closer and closer to your house because you been stuck in this car for like 4 hours.
Oh, Poonanas with the graphics.
But yeah.
Well, you know what? Don't forget though that again, they're not all. It's not like when you're playing on the field and team sport, which is great. I'm a field player and everything, but you're feeding off the crowd, you're feeding off of your teammates, and the game in here, it's really, really mental, because you are building off of like how well you did.
Yeah, you're way more isolated. Although they said that one team is playing in like their gym, so
yeah, I wonder if
that
they
could be
still
helpful.
are.
Oh,
Lucid's
dude.
still playing in
So
their
like
gym?
all the players who got to play like our big LAN events, they're saying even though they play with like some isolation, they could still hear the crowd, and they said that was very, very helpful.
Absolutely,
And
yeah.
so
when
many
you hear
people-
that, it's
So many people were rooting against the top American team that it would be every time they scored, it'd be dead silence. And I remember one time Lemming said, "I'm loving this silence." He's like, "I live for this." But anyway, speaking of things that we love, right? We have, let's see, this sponsor, Rezzle. Tell us about Rezzle, Vivian.
All right, Rezzle. They are the market leader in VR training cognitive development for elite athletes. Our virtual training products are Rezzles. Our training products are developed with top talent, and we offer tools for individual consumers with player 22 up to pro level with elite analysis and indexing. Rezzle aims to make you stronger, harder, faster, and better.
That's right. Harder, better, stronger, faster.
Sing that song.
Rezzle will get you there. I don't know. I might get copyright strike, but yeah, Rezzle will get you there. 100%. Check them out at Rezzle.com. Other people you should check out is Bisect Hosting, right? If you have friends that like to play Terraria together, TF2, Minecraft. I don't know if they offer Valheim, but I mean they probably would if you asked them. But these guys offer you really good dedicated hosting services for the games that you want to play. Use Outrun as your discount code, and you'll get 25% off the first month. They're actually offering hosting services for the league. There are people that have like little Minecraft servers in the league. Speaking of the league.
Yeah,
High School
High School Heroes. They are our heroes. Again, Poonanners and I, we worked with Cutie Pop and Leo and Pesky. We did stuff for V Respawn, a bunch of different campaigns, and then Cutie Pop and Leo, they have this idea to work with students. I mean, it's amazing to see they built this league, and look at how much they've expanded, getting involved with students, getting people involved in sponsors and donating headsets. It's fantastic to see. So High School Heroes is just growing really fast, getting more students in. So let your friends know on your esports teams and schools. Bring them in and play, because VR is still like on the breeding ground right now. So we can really make it something really big, and that's what the esports guys, High School Heroes, Outrun Digital are to do. So
yeah, so be sure to check them out at hsvrleague.com. If your school is currently not in the league and you would like to get in the league so that you guys can compete, Echo Arena is not the only game. They have other games that they're going to start competing in, including some like nice full contact boxing, I think is probably on the horizon. So be sure to check it out. and have yourself a good time and get yourself an esports league that everybody can be proud of. The fun thing about VR esports is that there are no parents that can say, it's not real sports because you don't move your body. And you'd be like, when VR, you do move your body, and it's actually very physically taxing.
To be fair, a lot of these leagues started with parents. So we know, we vetted it already. And yeah, it's a lot of movement, a lot of concentration, and very good time. So you are correct there.
So let's take a look about how we got here. All right, I believe we are looking at Lewiston Tigers versus Pasco. This tournament support brought to you by UGC. That's Ultimate Gaming Championship Esports. You can check them out at UGC or UGCesports.com. They're the ones providing our tournament support today, and these guys do a lot of esports, so be sure to check them out, and shout out to them on Twitter for helping us out this time around. As you can see, Lewiston Tigers ended up getting knocked out by Concord on Friday, down to the lower bracket, and Pasco ended up defeating Doofer. I believe that's how we say that, right?
Yep, Doofer. Mm-hmm.
Doofer on Friday, so that this is why they're fighting it out. And right now, we are 2 rounds in to a best of 5, 1 against 1. Pasco and Lewiston both putting 1 on the board, so it is anybody's game to see how this is going to go. We did get word that Artemis was kind of upset about that last round and disappeared for a minute, but he's back and ready to go, and now we are just ready for them to ready up and get ready for this next match. I said ready like 8 times in that sentence. Wasn't that great?
Yeah, well, sometimes it is great. Thank you. That was fantastic. Very professional. I was gonna say sometimes you do just need a quick breather, because again, it gets really intense. You don't see that intensity with the
also when you're young though. You remember what your emotions are like when you're young. You're like, I mean, they're the same strength when you're much older, like me and Vivian, myself included. Hey. I'm way older, yes. But the thing is that you kind of just get used to it, so you can kind of tune it out. When you're in high school, like you're that young of age, they're still very new how strong those emotions are on you, and they can like completely take over your entire life. And like the smallest thing to like an adult to a teenager can seem like actual life and death. And it can literally, that's how it feels. And it's really funny how dismissive a lot of adults can be, but it feels real to you. And it's important that people acknowledge that. So like in this case, like I said, the emotions are running hot. People are trying really hard to be good sports about stuff. But when it comes down to the line, like it can break your heart, and it can break it hard when you're young.
Absolutely. Again, this is the end of the season, so this is the last game for some players. We do have some words from our producer, Poonanners, if you want to look, and I'll talk about Antlion Audio. One of our sponsors. They offer high quality, innovative audio equipment and peripherals at affordable prices, with products such as ModMic Wireless that are approved and recommended by various content creators worldwide. And if you want to go back to our the champion bracket, I think Poonanners has a note that he just needs to go through.
What do I need to do?
Show our brackets again. Let's look at that while we fix a little bit of a production thing here.
What I need to fix?
Go ahead and check the from the producers.
Dude, they've been so rapid fire in their text, I don't even know what's going on, and the game just started. They said there's a Val logo? Oh. Yeah, I don't know how that happened. That's weird that the Val logo's back there. How did the Val logo end up back there? That's weird.
Well, let's get back into this game.
All right. Anyway,
come on, chat. Let's.
He's like, read your DMs. With what mouse, bro? This is the only chat I can read. So when you want me to do something, put it in the chat and make sure nobody says anything, or I cannot read it.
The game has started for the next round of. Oh wait, no, it's already gone up. Pasco's got 2. I'm glad to hear the excitement of the students this time around. I know it. We don't normally get to hear that, but it's always good. Today, though, they sound really, really focused.
Nice side shot from Artie there, but it didn't connect. Dude, the goal is so narrow from that position. It could be a very hard shot to make. Very hard shot to see coming, too, though. All right, 0-2. Pasco already on the board, just looking for an opportunity to score. Edgelord getting it stolen by Artie. Artie going for a second approach. Going to go in, knocked away. Nice save The disc is free. It looks like Artemis might get there first. No one else is putting a rush on it. The Tigers are not going to get baited this time around. Oh, no, they did get baited out of the goal. This is not what you want to see. Puts the pressure as it goes in. Oh, Artemis and Joe Redframe doing the twofer, knocking it in. Nice relay. Yeah, I have no idea how the Val logo ended up behind us. That wasn't back there earlier. Weird.
No worries about that.
Val's a different league. I do a lot of leagues. All right. Yeet Master looking for an approach. Already putting on the pressure. Knocks out Artie for his trouble. And just keeps on going like it wasn't even a thing. Oh, that's cold-blooded. As it goes out to Edgelord. Edgelord misses the pass. Oh, gets a recovery right before a knockout and gets it stripped away. The disc is free. Yeet's going to try to break their back to recover. Nice dodge as they try to toss it off the backboard. No. Tossed it right into the hands of Artemis with a nice save and clear. That'd have been an opportunity for a good backboard shot. Where his position was, that black triangle at the bottom of the backboard would have been a great bounce. Nice knockout from Artemis. Artemis gets the disc, gets knocked out for his trouble. 2-on-1, slap away by Yeats in order to get a panic clear. Doesn't matter. Joe is there. No one is stacking and regrabbing. We do have some stacking and regrabbing happening between enemies, so to speak, but that doesn't quite count for what you need for defense. Oh, Artemis again going for that narrow shot. Misses Shirazzle. Nice save. That was an incredible save because Shirazzle had an easy shot there, and if that knockout didn't happen, that'd have been dead points right there for Pasco. Nice three-point shot. Nope, down to Yeet Master. A whole team is in position, so they're going to have to rush to get the easy 2 points. But it looks like Artie's keeping the pressure on to get the double knockout. They both go for it. Artemis tries to go for a panic clear. No one's getting the clear as the scrum lets out. Yeats going to get there first. Man, Yeats has great disc prediction, but Yeats needs somebody to pass it to. That's the real problem. You can't panic three-pointer. Like, I mean, unless you're made out of, like, magic sprinkles, there's no way you can panic three-point. I'm sure someone could do it. I don't see it ever happening consistently. Nice pass to Yeats. Yeats goes for a backboard pass. No?
He's looking. He's checking
Man-Eater was in position. Then Man-Eater closed. Oh, Yeats was waving the fist around, hoping to get Artie, which when you see somebody do that, you just protect your head and bait a counter stun. Dang! Artie is having none of this today. The disc is free. It's floating. No one is there to stop it.
There goes.
And there it goes. That panic clear wasn't enough. Artie missing the shot. I'm loving this. This is exactly what we were talking about, the kind of stress, the kind of feelings you have. This is a double elimination tournament, and we are in the lower bracket, so whoever loses. They're gone. Yeats picking up that three-pointer. But, yeah, you can see those feelings. You can see that stress on the field as people make mistakes, as people get frantic, as all three members of both teams just start duking it out inside the ramp. You'll love to see it. I see the chat is excited, too, to see Lewiston really stepping up on this one. Oh, no! That would have been a great grab. Man-Eater having trouble recovering the disc and passes it right in the hands of Shirazzle.
Oh, my God. That would have been...
I know Shirazzle went for an easy backboard shot, but they panicked. They threw it a little bit faster than they had opportunity to look. You know what I mean? Like
I ping-ponged my shocks there, too.
Yeah. Every shot that... Is your cat attacking you? Every shot in this game, it does take about a second. It takes a second for you to look where you're gonna go. This is an easy shot right here. Oh, they missed. Every shot it takes.
The pressure's getting to them.
Yeah, every shot takes about a second for you to just like make sure you're anchored.
Wow, that was fantastic pass there.
Yeah, you make sure you're anchored. You make sure you give it a little bit of thought about where you're gonna shoot it, and then you just wing it. Right? But the thing is that if you see anybody grab the disc and immediately throw it, it is a coin flip if it's gonna go in.
Right. I mean,
it just takes a little bit of time. It just does.
Yeah.
All right, the disc is free and clear on the Tiger side. The Tigers really need to put more points up on the board, though, because with 4 minutes left, considering how tight this battle is, if they want to stay in it to win it, if they want to give themselves the kind of momentum they're going to need to win this best of 5, they want to try to get it now. If they go into this round going to Pasco, so they're going to go into 4th round where they're a round down, it's going to be even more pressure. We're already seeing what the pressure is doing to both teams right now. You want to go into round 4 comfortable. Granted, if you go into round 4 comfortable, you're immediately going to lose that round. So it really does depend. Oh, they miss it again. This is why they're missing those close shots, though, man. It's the nerves,
Yeah,
the stress.
yeah, I was gonna say take a deep breath. That's exactly what will happen. I mean,
Dude, you
that's
think it's
like
hard?
when you're at, yeah, totally. It's when you're at a higher level. It's like that's the stuff you really have to control.
But you think it's hard playing? These guys are playing remote, right?
There we go. Yeah.
Try doing this on stage.
Yeah, with everyone going, oh, that was me on stage.
Yeah, man. I remember our very first stage game,
Ah!
Oculus Connect 4. Nice shot from Artemis, by the way. But our very first stage game, Oculus Connect 4, $1 million stage, beautiful production. But as a result, like people were so on edge. People are like hashtag frazzled, because frazzled was the term I used to describe the movements of every player, because I've been casting them for a while, and everything they were doing on stage was different. The shots they were missing, they'd never missed those before. The kind of mistakes they were making, it was all very clear that just the stress that it was getting to them.
They were sweating all over the place.
Yeah.
But yeah, that is absolutely different when you're playing in front of crowd. Some people thrive off of that. So, but I don't think it's that right now. I definitely think it's just that they're so close. It's like
I can taste it. I can
taste
it. Do you really want to taste it though? Do you really want to taste it?
Do you really? Do you really?
I really want to taste it. All right, Artie getting the recovery, going for the panic clear, up high too. Oh man, Edgelord almost got a piece on that. Edgelord actually working that defensive position, that midfield defensive position. That three-pointer was so dead to rights. I thought they had that one. And that'll really just slow the momentum down. Manhunter going for the panic clear and missing by a mile.
There's been a lot of attempts. Though.
It's panic. So many shots on goal.
Yeah.
You know what? I wanna take a little bit of a drink. I'm getting stressed out. And I'm not even playing.
I know they're gonna have to work around the fact that there's panic. Oh my god!
Come on, this volley.
You almost made him do a spit take, guys.
This is the volley that never ends. Come on, come on, Yeats Master. If anybody could do it, that's right. The other team knew that. They're like, if anybody could end this volley, it'd be Yeats Master. So they went 2v1 on Yeats.
Yeah, that's something that they can figure out. Like playing. You see that everyone's got the nerves. Like playing around that. What can you do? You calm down.
Oh, and there goes the goal.
Yeah, slam dunk, Shirazzle.
Shirazzle grabbed the disc and ripped it through just to ensure that it went in, which is funny because I think Artie was actually just outside the three-point line. So Artie's like, dude, why'd you do that? And I've done that before too, though. Like just super stressed out and in the moment, I just like the disc isn't going in and I just rip it in. I mean, how many shots did Artemis miss, right? You just can pretty much guess that it's not going to go in. Artemis keeping that pressure up, but the problem is that Pasco is probably going to feel relaxed after so much effort put in, but it doesn't matter. With 30 seconds left on the clock, not enough pressure, there is no way the Lewiston Tigers are going to be able to pull out this round. There's just not enough time.
Laura in the chat says she's stress eating.
Yeah. I'm stress drinking, man. I feel you. Excellent
I'm stressing
plays.
my lipstick over and over.
Well, you don't have to stress out about the rest of this round. With 15 seconds left and a 5-point gap, there's no way.
Yeah, they're just playing keep away now.
The thing is predictions for next round, though. Are Pasco going to rest on their laurels, or are they going to go in pretending like they lost?
I think everyone's going to take it. Oh, no.
Shirazzle stopping that last-minute three. The three wouldn't have won it for him, but it would have been good for their emotions. Ride that momentum into the next round.
Yeah, absolutely.
And just that stop alone will do enough to mentally attack them. So we'll have to see how that works out in the next round. I do fear that Pasco feels lets out a sigh of relief and feels a little relaxed having won that round.
Right. Yeah.
And I'm afraid that relaxation is gonna catch him.
No, I'm not sure. I think what Pesky commented about already kind of like taking a breather, that might help. Lewiston, I think that's what they gotta do. They gotta go and just take a deep breath and kind of like, again, you kind of have to work around the pressure. That's something that just I think is a part of the mentality of players is, okay, everyone's freaking out. We gotta calm down and regroup ourselves and take it back. So let's see. I'm excited to see everyone grab your, I don't know, what do you eat when you stress eat?
Dude, I love close matches. I love close matches, especially where, like, here's the funny thing, right, is that from my point of view, Lewiston Tigers are our underdog, right? Because I've not seen them beat Pasco
they've been
before.
Since, oh, okay, but they've been
I haven't seen them beat Pasco before, right? Because Pasco has always done really well. But if you look at the brackets, that tells a different story. It tells that Pasco is the underdog. This is what makes this matchup so perfect. They're both in the lower finals, right, which is losers bracket. So they're both technically underdogs, right? That's the problem, is that either team wins and underdog wins, right? That's exciting. That's fun. That's interesting. And this is really funny. I like Pasco. I know the players on the team, but because Tigers are so much newer and I like their story and their tiny, tiny school in Nebraska, that I really want them to win.
I think it's new to you. They've been playing since season 1.
I don't remember them at all. Yeah. Cutie Pop did tell me that we didn't have like
They were
new teams
hiding.
this summer
They
around
were,
them.
yeah, they were hiding in the shadows too.
Oh, they just weren't one of the teams that make it to the finals, I think. But I'm excited. I really like watching Yeats play. Yeats does a lot to carry their team, but also like Maneater and Edgelord are really good too. They clearly play together. Clearly the point man though is going to be Yeats, the one leading the team, but they're still very close in range. Artemis, like, previous seasons, he was always better than the rest of his team, but he did a lot to train them up so that they were clearly really good. And he's got new people on his team now, and I'm not feeling that same kind of energy of him putting that amount of effort into training these new people. I wonder if that's really why he was like upset and bailed out of the lobby for a minute, and that he was just mad at his team.
It's like kind of like, yeah, sure, that can happen, but yeah, and you never know. Sometimes you just have an off day, and honestly, it could be all of them. I mean, it's like it sounds different in the game. The feel is different. You know, you can definitely see today that was a little bit different than Friday's games, where it's like today it's really tense and they're really trying to get down to business. And I do agree with Cutie Pop.
Cutie Pop is telling us. He said it wasn't a rage quit. His headset died. His headset died.
Well,
maybe.
I do
maybe
agree
the
with
headset was able to read his rage.
Yeah, Lewiston has been around because I interviewed them. I talked with their coach. It's a really involved team. I think they're doing fantastic just because I heard from them the most when I was talking with the teams, and they do have like a different type of energy, and it's really cool to see them kind of like show that here in today's games.
Yeah, this is a great matchup.
Don't forget, it is some of the seniors' last game, and you always want to go out on a high. I mean,
yeah, and don't forget that the winner of this game has to go play Concord again.
That's true.
And so that's going to be fun. I do worry, it's really funny in a lot of these games that I've casted. In my experience, most of the time, the best match is that lower bracket, what eventually ends up being your third place match. That's where your tightest match is. And I think that is a small fear that I have, that this ends up being the best match of the entire series, watching Pasco and Lewiston go at it.
Yeah, I mean, this is what you want to see, because you want to see like those really good, strong matchups. Like if you're going into it as a player, as a team, if you're a player, you're like, these are people who are gonna challenge us. That's what makes the competition good. If you're gonna be like, well, we already played in the leagues and we're just gonna come in and dunk in on new players, that's never fun for anyone. Really.
Speaking of good competition, you know who it is? Who makes competition good? Our sponsor at Rezzle. Rezzle.com. Check them out. These guys are top dog when it comes to taking sports professionals and getting them to the top of their game, getting them exactly what they need in those final moments to clinch the championship. Check out Rezzle.com, and they will help you up your game as well. I thought that segue was fun.
Very good. Yeah, this is... Wow, awesome.
Speaking of yays, we got ourselves another launch. Let's get right into it as Lewiston gets their hands on the disc. I'm going to try to walk it in for a twofer. Oh, stop by Artemis, having none of that. He's like, get that trash out of my house. Artemis is here and ready to play for round 4 as a recovery from Edgelord, looking for somebody to pass it to. See in the open field, Artemis putting on the pressure, keeps the pass from happening. Artemis with the clear, not even a panic one. Nice, slow, and thought out. Well done, Artemis. Artemis boosted all the way up to where they need to be. Knocked out for their trouble. Yeats Master getting the disc first. Really great recovery coming in from Yeats. Nice pass downfield to Edgelord. Edgelord looking for Maneater. Tosses across to Yeats instead. Yeats misses the pass, but Maneater's there for recovery. Neither one's able to get it. Oh, they're in position, but it doesn't matter. Joe was having none of it. It goes for the panic clear into the hands of Artemis, who's going to clear it the rest of the way. Man, killing all that momentum they had. Great defensive recovery. Yeats Master can only do so much alone. Granted, Yeats Master was the one who missed the pass, but it is what it is. All right. Edgelord looking for someone to pass to. Tries to pass it up to Edgelord. No, sorry. That was Edgelord passing the Maneater. Neither one was in good position to grab that one. But now the disc is just free. It's anybody's ball game right now. And Shirazo goes for the panic clear, and poor Edgelord just got so focused on punching Shirazo in the head. Forgot that there was a disc to recover. Oh, no, it's going to get stolen for the easy two.
Oh.
Just pulls it through.
Yeah, there you go.
Shirazo just yanks it through.
I'm just going to put this through this portal. Here we go.
That's my favorite move, though, is holding onto that ring and just as a disc approaches, just grabbing it and just ripping it through the goal.
It does feel good. All right, guys, in the chat, let's get excited here. Come on.
The mini-map is on the bottom right. What are you talking about, Blue Flame? I'm looking at it.
Do they want it
It's right there. I think it goes away after they score, but it's right there. Oh, nice three-point shot from Edgelord, but it just did not connect as the disc is free. Edgelord trying to get to it first. Joe is in position for defense. No one's on the goal. Goes for a backboard shot. Misses the black diamond by so far. Yeats going to go for a drop shot. No, Yeats is going to walk it in.
Yeah, oh, are they?
Wait, no, back shot. You don't see that every day.
Wow, that was fantastic.
They were just inside the bubble. It didn't count, but you do see that on rare occasion, and that's one of those pro moves that's fun to see, where somebody rushes into the goal and everybody's so focused on them that they pass it back to somebody who's just outside the bubble for a three-pointer.
Yeah. You know what, guys? If you're on Twitch, I think YouTube might do this too, but on Twitch, if you can clip these plays for these players and these schools so that they can keep it in the reel, please do so.
Yeah, clip these plays and then tweet them at me so that I can change them out on that 3D wall. I need advance notice to change the videos on that 3D wall. That thing takes 2.5 hours to render. I work really hard on these graphics.
That's still shorter than the amount of time it takes for him to do his hair. By the way, follow his Twitter account, Hair Nanners.
All right, let's see for the blitz. Nope, we're just getting pressure from, I'm betting it's Artie. No, it's Joe this time around. The disc is free. Oh, that was a bad clear. Pass to nobody. That means Pasco can recover quickly here. And they do. A little bit tough recover, but they do have it. Artemis has it. Goes for a little bit of a dribble. And instead, just guys to throw it down and give his team time to get in position. The thing is both Edgelord and Yeats have been really good about getting downfield quick. So do you really want to go for a clear when you have possession? Just pass it back. Keep it in play. Keep it in possession of your team. But doesn't matter. It's working out for them as they go for the pass. Nice interception from Yeats. Yeats is going to knock it right downfield. Says, get that out of my house. I got time to get there first. Yeats with the re-grab. Goes for the three-pointer. Slides it in. Oh, no, the ding! That was a beautiful steal and a beautiful opportunity for a three-pointer. He even took their time to slowly toss it in. The problem is that when you try to go for a three-pointer and you're not anchored, it can mess with what any kind of shot you're used to practicing. For my money, when you have a breakaway, the best way to hit that three-pointer when you're free-floating and not anchored is to look at the goal, put the disc right by your face, and push it directly from your face to the goal and slowly let it go. It's the only way I have to directly hit it. Nice, tying up the score. Yeats Master, fourth shot on goal, I think, in the last minute, but tying it up with 5.5 minutes left to go.
All right. 4-4. This is fantastic, guys.
Got to keep your chill, man.
You know what? It's funny though, because after games, I usually get contacted by some players and like, that's not what happened. And
dude, they get so angry. And I was
no,
like,
I mean, sometimes like, wait, no, you're saying it wrong. But like, I mean, I'd love to hear afterwards.
Well, the thing is the people that contact me are the ones who lost. It's never the ones who won.
Oh, wait, the ones who win, they want to.
Yeah, they're too busy partying. They're having fun. The ones who lost say it. And they're like saying, they're saying it to me like, I'm like, dude, what I say has no impact on whether or not you win. So why are you stressing about it? And they're like, well, you're making us look like that we suck at the game, or blah, blah, blah. I was like, no. That's your feelings. Because you just lost. And losing hurts, especially the harder you worked for it, the more it can like mentally like upset you, right? You just have to understand that that's just part of being a human being, and just, just find a way to let it go. Whatever works, man. Eat a box of donuts. I don't know what to tell you. Just kind of, you got to let it go.
I mean, no one can say that these guys are not like trying and playing. They're making.
They are
They're
trying.
making,
It's just
like the attempts. You know what I mean? So
it's
it's
just when you
like
do all that effort and you lose, you can start to take it personally, and then it causes insecurity problems, and the next thing you know, you're attacking literally anybody that's involved in helping you accept the fact that you lost. This is one of the reasons why most esports people who have been doing this for a long time just won't even be friends with players. Nice walking it in from edgelord for the 3 points.
don't
Really
believe him.
clean.
I'm friends with all players. Yeah, good job there,
I was
Edgelord.
just saying, you haven't been at it too long. You get burned enough.
Edgelord going into
You get burned enough, you stop being friends with these guys. Because they will turn on you the moment they lose. That said, Vivian's friends with everybody.
yeah, because I'm frequently the loser.
Yeah.
So.
Well, the thing is, they turn on you. You've got like the entire VR Illuminati that does something about it. All right, Yeats Master with a nice save. Double knockout between Yeats and Joe. Who's going to get to it first? Yeats, of course. Yeats has team back up as they try to rush for it, trying to find an opportunity to pass it to Edgelord. Edgelord looking for Maneater, does not see them. It decides, nope, passes it kind of in the position where Maneater might get to it, but instead Yeats is going to get to it first. Yeats looks for somebody past to, does a nice handoff to Edgelord. Edgelord goes for a shot, and the disc is cleared right down the field. Oh, man, Yeats really good at that reboosting off of enemy players. You'll love to see it. Ooh, god dang, Shirazzle with the pressure. Artemis with the easy shot. No one's going to stop them. Oh, they get head off by Edgelord. You like that nice pop in the head to slow them down. Yeats looking for the clear. Nope, goes for a pass. Hits that collision, though. You don't like to see that. But Yeats in position again, going to juke out for a bit, see if they can play along the bottom. A move made more famous, I think, by Lemming, who famously played upside down, so they would juke on the roof, which made it very hard to defend against. This might walk itself in. No, it doesn't.
Yeah.
Nice recovery from Edgelord. Edgelord clearing to nobody, but it's okay. Yeats is there for the recovery. That's how you know someone's getting stressed out, is that when you see them go for the clear, and the clear is just so bad. You're like, someone's freaking out.
People are shouting at
Oh,
you.
easy shot. Shirazzle's got it. Shirazzle. Shirazzle got frazzled, and the disc did not go in. Nice clear from Edgelord, throwing it completely down arena. It's John. You're right, it is John.
It's John. I know. Well, hey, you know what? I kept saying
What
it's
did I say?
pyromanic, but
What did I say?
Joe.
Did I not say? I said Joe?
Yeah.
Nice. Artemis with this long shot that no one saw coming. 68 meters. Dang. Just walking it in. Pesky had to run over there with his camera after the shot went in. Nobody saw it coming. All right, 7-7. Fourth round. Match is tied up. Best of 5.
Wow, this is
Lewiston needs
great.
to get this win, though.
Yeah, let's. Well, I mean, I know we like to go underdog, but I mean,
No, I'm just saying they need to get this win to keep the match going. Because I just want to watch these guys play the rest of the day, don't you?
yeah, if it's just these guys.
Yes, I just want to watch these guys play.
Just
Sorry,
these guys.
sorry, Concord, you win too hard.
Okay, we're just going to pause for a little switcheroo here.
Yeah, they're gonna give themselves a headset to restart. Maybe find themselves another lobby. We'll see. They're gonna pause for a second, let the lag come down. It does happen. Network congestion is a thing. I don't know what's special about today. All I know is I went to Lowe's to buy some RJ45 Terminators because I'm a nerd and I do computer stuff. And the lot was full. And I was like, what is today? Do I not know what today is?
It's Sunday in spring. I don't know how it is where
Sunday
you are.
fun day.
Yeah, it's the best day to sleep until right before you gotta go on air. That's my thing.
Oh, that's what you did. No, man, we had like a crawfish boil, everything. It's really funny. It's like we had a crawfish boil, and I was like, but there's not an R in the month. It's like the crawfish are so small. But yeah. But you know, you want to do what you want to do. I think they wanted to, what they really wanted to do is for me to bring all my like audio equipment and stuff like that and set up karaoke. And I was like, I'm kind of busy today, but next week.
That is
Karaoke next week.
great. No, let's do in VR karaoke.
No. None of these people are actually at my house, and the problem with VR is that it's very hard to watch your children while you have the headset on. And there's 4 kids.
That's why you have to put a tracker on them.
We're
That's
managing 4 children. Now, I know the trackers only work if you have the big laser tracking systems up, and everybody uses Quest now because if you have children, you don't have time to set up PC VR. You just don't got time for it.
Yeah, I mean, it does make it a lot more convenient, but I'm still a PC girl, so.
Well, stop it.
Well, I know people are like, oh wait, hold on, my batteries are running out. I'm like, what are you talking about? Change them.
Speaking of people whose batteries never run out, Bisect Hosting. They have dedicated servers with UPSs attached to them so that they always have power. Even if the data center runs out of power, your dedicated server for Minecraft continues to run and your friends continue to build unabated.
Yeah, let's take this break to go over our sponsors again. We have Antlion Audio. They offer high quality and innovative audio equipment and peripherals at affordable prices. Products such as the Mod Mic here. They are approved and recommended by various content creators such as us or our friends who are more content creators.
What's his name really likes him? Rage Sack. Rage Sack's a fan.
Yeah, no, we're all a fan of Respawn. I think we all rock the Mod Mic or when we go pancake. All right.
Yes. Pancake gamers. They like it too.
Yeah. Actually, I said this on Friday because one of the students kept saying screeners and screenies. I'm like,
Yeah,
I don't.
I like screenies.
What is that?
People
Yeah,
use
for people who
screens.
play 2D gaming. So we call them pancakers or pancake.
Yeah.
Because it's cute. Who doesn't like pancakes?
Speaking of people who go one step beyond Pancake into the real physical world, Rezzle. Now, they come full circle, though. They train their sports athletes in the real physical world by using VR equipment. It's pretty clever.
I mean, a lot of it's a great training skill to have. Okay, we're just checking in on our fantastic, wonderful Pesky, who I swear, if you go back to every single cast we've ever had, I think Pesky is always mentioned, no matter what the game is.
It's always about that pesky
Matter
life.
if he's even there, yeah.
Speaking of things that aren't pesky, though, we have UGC Esports.com providing support for our tournament brackets today. As you can see, this is the outcome of the previous brackets leading us to today, where you see Lewiston Tigers and Pasco Pirates there on the bottom. One of them will be eliminated today, and the next will go on to fight Concord Carlisle. Granted, I believe before that, we will actually watch. I don't think that got updated because we watched Manhattan play against Euclid. Do you remember who won? Apparently, it never got updated. Someone in the chat, tell me who won. I forgot. But in either case, it was really funny because I remember Pesky telling me that he updated the thing and to like refresh it, and I was like, it doesn't work that way. I'll help UGC build a Firebase into it. I don't know. We'll see.
It's a lot of words that I'm supposed to understand.
Yeah. Speaking of a lot of words, yeah, I don't have a segue for that, but I do know that we are back in the arena. They are not ready to. They're launching right now, so let's go see what happens. With 2 minutes and 20 seconds left on the clock, Lewiston Tigers with the joust advantage. Wait, Maneater apparently is in the game twice. The thing about Maneater you don't realize is that they play so well because there's two of them. Artemis, nice steal from Artemis as they go for the clear instead of a shot. But no one's in position, so you do what you got to do. With a tie game and so much on the line, it's okay to make a few mistakes. Yeetmaster probably going to go for the clear. Soft clear, though. I didn't expect to see that. I was like, I expect this word is Yeetsmaster threw it at the speed Yeetsmaster could get to it. Nice dunk, no problems.
There you go.
It says inside shot, but when it's like an inch, is it really?
This is why we forgot Euclid and Manhattan was because it was the last game on Friday where it got a little.
I just forgot because my memories become garbage since I've had children. My wife has mommy brain and I got daddy brain, man. I tell you. Oh no! Artemis missed the disc. Artemis can't grab it, and everybody's dropping out. It looks like they're going to have themselves some tech difficulties, and they're going to have to try that all over again. Yeah. Kitty Pop mentioned that. He's like the Ready at Dawn servers are being real weird today. Unexpected.
Yeah, they're
That's the fun of running a LAN. Is that you run a local build of it, but it's also the difficulty of running a LAN is that if you run a local build of it, you better make sure you have a serious freaking network setup.
Yes, this is it's still a lot, and honest, like we had a LAN event that was delayed like 11 hours due to this. So if you are interested in being involved, you still can. You can maybe save us, such as Yeetmaster, right? Going into studying IT next year. You can help us. You can go in and learn the systems and show us how it's done in the future.
There's YouTube videos for all of that.
And yet, 11 hours later.
That's right. Speaking of networking equipment that you can count on, our sponsor. Oh wait, okay, we don't have one of those, but if we did, that would have been the opportunity.
We will. Let us know.
That's right. I mean, I know who I like, but they're not paying me to say I like them, so you'll just have to
Hey,
ask me.
I like you.
Yes, that's right.
Networking
Networking equipment provided by Poonanners. Granted, we all know who we like. Check out Linus Tech Tips. I don't know what to tell you. All right, we're going to take ourselves a teeny, itty-bitty break while we wait for them to solve their technical difficulties. Should not take too long, so we will be right back, guys. Stay tuned.
We are good.
Oh, just in time to watch Artie get points back on the board, tying it up for Lewiston and Pasco.
Yeah, look at this game. 9-9, guys. This is
99. That's right. They got
what we
99
want.
problems, but a disc ain't one. That's right. Lewiston Tigers going to get themselves a joust advantage. Can they turn that into a score? We're about to see. Looking for the pressure, not seeing a blitz come in. Pressure should be coming in from Artemis very quickly. There's Artemis looking for an opportunity. Nice bounce pass over to Edgelord. Edgelord looking for Maneater. Maneater, are you open? No. Yeet's going to get open. Oh, and it gets stolen by Artemis. Artemis should not have went for the clear there. Artemis had full advantage of that disc. No one was there to grab onto him. His teammates could support them, and they could have gone for the shot. Clearing it was the bad call there, in my opinion. Granted, my opinion is usually wrong anyway, so who cares what I think? All right, Artemis with the disc grab, looking for an opportunity. Don't let the sound of my voice fool you into thinking that I know what I'm talking about. Oh, no, there's an opportunity for a shot here. Maneater doesn't get it. Get rid of it. Then they could go into overtime with 9 seconds left. Oh, here comes the easy shot, though. Just got to find an opportunity with a little bit of lag. 4 seconds to go. I think they can make it. They got to keep the pressure on.
Oh, my
clinching
God.
it. Pasco clinching that win.
Flip that. That was
no.
just, oh, wow. The nerves right now are probably just
Now, yeah. When you
on
when
fire.
elimination is on the line and the clock is running down, it is about all. You can't play the same defensive game you play. Instead, it's pressure, 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 pressure. Look at the stuns from Shirazzle and the stuns from Yeats Master. Holy crap. Double the amount of stuns coming in from Pasco. Really just dropping. And double the amount of shots taken.
They like to stun. That's their thing.
And shots taken, though. Very aggressive play coming from Pasco. I've watched a lot of these games over my career as an esports caster, and aggression wins. Action beats reaction. So just constantly be active.
They were just like, that's what you love to see. You know, that last minute, let's go, let's do this, let's get it. And hey, they got it. That's fantastic. Good job on that.
Yeah, so I believe that is one of our matchups done. An hour and 10 minutes later. We finished one match.
Worth it. I mean, that was quite the game. It felt like, hey, that was the game. Let's see if we can keep that excitement going.
Yeah, so I believe that puts Pasco going up against Concord Carlisle. I do not believe that'll be the second match. Somebody will have to tell me. What I do see is that the Antelope Valley Morpheus should be playing against somebody soon. I believe that's to give the other team a bit of a rest. I just can't remember who won. Did they tell you who won between Manhattan and
No,
Euclid?
because do you remember that it was kind of like a
It was a
throwaway
blowout.
and they got
Yeah.
DQ'd? No, because
They let
had
them play
subs in.
again, or are they gonna let them play again? I don't understand.
Let us see.
I knew it was a throwaway. Like Artemis was kind of ruining the whole thing.
Yeah, they got DQ'd. But
Oh,
who
someone got
did?
DQ'd. Oh, okay. Who got DQ'd?
The grudge match, sorta. So
Morpheus
Morpheus
is playing.
Yes, we
Thank
do know
you.
Morpheus is playing. We got them.
Yeah, I can see that Morpheus is playing.
here.
Who's playing against Morpheus? Both teams are playing against Morpheus. Okay, that makes sense.
Ooh, a 1v1v1.
I guess they're gonna like combine together. Okay, yeah, they're gonna combine their teams together. So what you're telling me is
Mega team.
What you're telling me is that Morpheus is about to win. That's what you're telling me. They both got DQ'd. Both teams got DQ'd. Okay.
We like to make
He's like,
Cutie
let me
Pop
finish.
pop, if you know what I mean. Just like, you know.
Cutie Pop, you're perfectly capable of getting in this audio channel and just telling us. You don't have to wait for the delay. It's your channel.
We do like to mess with Cutie Pop. We did, say, okay, we'll be there next week.
Yeah. I wonder if he's gonna hop in here and just tell us what's up.
All right. Well, there he goes.
I guess that's just. I'll just come say it. So both of the teams previously were disqualified before the match ever started.
Oh, so that match was just for fun.
Yeah, the Manhattan match that we watched was literally for fun. Because they, still wanted to play a game.
Got you.
They only had 2.
Well, you had to know if you involved Artemis, it wasn't gonna be fun though.
Well, I mean, it was fine until they
He cannot
against
hold back.
each other.
He can't help himself. I keep telling him this, that close matches are more fun, more entertaining. But he's like, but I want to win. And I'm like, dude.
Hey, those are the players that we love.
Antelope Valley's playing Lubbock. It's kind of a grudge match. They played each other before, and so like that's who they sort of chose. And
Antelope Valley's gonna play Lubbock. So what it is Antelope Valley like automatically wins because there's no one to play them, is what you're saying. So for entertainment reasons, they're gonna play Lubbock, who I don't even see on the bracket.
They were early on.
And are they evenly matched?
Yeah.
Okay, so we're gonna see a fun match.
That's why I was saying in chat it should be a pretty good match, especially considering the one we just watched. It should be pretty close unless somehow one of the teams sneakily got.
And that's what we're gonna be watching next, right?
Yep.
All right, Laura McAndrew asked, what's happening now? That's what's happening. We're getting players from Lubbock to play against Antelope Valley. Antelope Valley has already won. Manhattan Village Academy and Euclid HS just got disqualified, so like they don't even exist anymore, apparently. But Morpheus still wants to play, and evidently they're going to play against Lubbock because these guys have, like, I guess, a grudge to settle. I don't know what, but they're going to put on a show for us.
It's not really a grudge match, but it's more of a they wanted to play someone similarly good as them so they could improve and have a good game.
Yeah.
It's honestly, we made a little private channel to organize this, and it is the most wholesome thing that we've had happen all season.
So that means that
great.
after that, our final round will be Concord versus Pasco, which will be a rematch. We've watched Concord and Pasco play against each other for like 3-4 seasons now.
2. I think at first in this, I think it was the first season they played against each other.
Well, it's about the preseason too. I'm including that.
Yeah, preseason. That's what I mean. Sorry. And then season 1, I believe it ended up being in the finals. It was EA Pride and somebody.
Oh, don't even mention the Joker team. They don't count. Y'all had pros playing against high schoolers. It was not fair. I mean, just because they were in high school does not make it the same.
You didn't know we shared some jersey.
I had no idea who they were until I got a DM from Artie saying, "Hey, why do we have the #1 VRML team in our league?"
They weren't just the #1 team then. They played in the VR league, like the straight VR. They were our team. They were a V Respawn team.
Say, and why are they wearing the casters?
They literally have V Respawn jerseys.
I know.
Anyway.
I'm waiting on Pesky's ETA, but I'm gonna dip back out of here. I got some things I do.
All right.
Love you guys.
More power to you. We will get ready for this match to go. We're just waiting for Pesky to get everybody organized, and then we can get ourselves a look at the fun, right?
Yeah, and Laura, I don't know if you see all the other chats, but there are people on Twitch and YouTube if you want to join in see what
Hey,
everyone else
Facebook is
thinks.
fine, man.
Yeah, but I appreciate the excitement. So if you are a parent, a relative, friend of any of the players, if you're a teacher, a coach, anyone that is from the outside watching, let's hear from you, because I think that's what people love. Because I know as a player, you're not gonna get people outside of VR to watch you because they don't know what is going on. They're
There's
just like,
that.
oh,
But
yeah, they come
also,
in.
if you would
Yeah.
like for me to say your name or literally announce anything in a very silly way, I'm also down for that.
Laura, I'm a Facebook girl for life. So
Yeah,
you must
I
have
see that.
Yes, it's meta.
Facebook
yeah,
girl for life.
Yeah.
Here's the thing, though. I've literally
You have to be if you own a Quest. You are.
I get
Facebook
that,
for
but
life.
I've literally never heard anybody say that phrase in my life.
Well, there you go. First time for everything. Thanks, Laura, for making his day.
That is going to be what I say from now on. When people ask me questions, I'm going to say I'm a Facebook girl for life.
Yeah. Well, for anyone else out there, let's take a minute to say who we are. We're V Respawn. We do casts, interviews, and productions at cons coming up. And we're here to help people get started, get their foot in the door. Like I said, we worked with Kitty Pop and Leo and Pesky because they are V Respawn family as well. And that's what we're doing. We're supporting people.
That's the thing that people don't know. Is if you want to know if somebody is like involved with V Respawn or a member of V Respawn, if they literally do anything with VR, chances are probably yeah.
Yeah, maybe. They've got the rockin' jersey, so yeah,
It's really funny. There's a handful of people that are like not directly involved, but they're like friends of mine on Facebook. So they don't, but they're friends of mine on Facebook, but they don't actually like. I've never involved them in V Respawn stuff, so they don't directly know, but they don't understand that I'm aware of them and like will funnel stuff to them. So yeah, and you do the same thing. Like we just like even not V Respawn official stuff. We're just like, hey, I know somebody who's good for this. And we just send it to them, and they don't realize that they're technically intertwined with V Respawn without even being officially named on it. That's just what Vivian and I do at V Respawn. If there's something in VR where someone needs help to make something happen, we show up and make sure that they get that help that they need.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing with this guy over here, right?
Yeah, that's all we do. We love to help.
Yeah, and I'm actually from the Hive, and we joined forces with V Respawn as well. So this is what we love to do, and I mean, who doesn't love to give away their weekend to hang out with people online?
Yeah, we're pretty good. We're pretty good at it, I think. And the production stuff is also really fun. Playing around with people's green screens and like adding them shadows, also very fun.
Don't make fun of me.
I would not make fun of you and your green outline.
Not today. Hey.
I'm not touching you. This is actually very fun. Early days of the pandemic, they're not socially distanced. It's like they're not here. They're not here.
He's in Texas. I'm in Chicago.
Yeah,
so
that's pretty good social distance, I think.
All right. Well, I think are we getting ready? Let's see.
They said that one of the players from Lubbock did not add Pesky Cashew, so he was not able to add them to the lobby just yet. So they're working.
Everyone needs to add Pesky. He is such an OG. He's like the person that goes in.
But the problem is that Pesky's friends list on Oculus is so freaking long now that it takes an hour for him to load it. So don't add Pesky as a friend unless you're in a tournament and he has to do something.
Okay, I meant IRL.
Leave the man alone.
IRL.
All right.
It's hard. He's too connected.
That's correct. Well, you know what? Speaking of things that are too connected, this Be Right Back button.
glistens off the streets. Rainfall washes away the memories in binary. Salvation bathes us in its glow. We look up to the sky and dream of Neo Tokyo. Let go, take flight, dreams begin to reignite. So clear, so bright, we're glowing in the dead of night. Plug in, online, the data stream linking our minds. Circuits entwined, we dream of Neo Tokyo tonight.
All right, it's your man Poon Anners, your Texas caster and hype master, joined here by VR Chazin. We're getting ready to lock and load for this grudge match. Scrud match between Morpheus and, not pictured here, a team from Lubbock. So we're going to get ourselves a look at these guys beating up on each other. Hopefully there's a lot of stuns. Hopefully Pesky shows us the stats so we can see how bad the stuns are. If it's a grudge match, well, actually, it's really funny. Q-Pop says not really a grudge match. They're just kind of
We gotta
evenly
see the
matched.
grudge match, guys.
But
Come
I'm
on,
like,
this is-
play up the drama. Play up the drama.
Yeah.
Say it's a grudge match. Like, this guy stole my homework. Something like that.
He did my homework and I failed.
He did my homework and failed me on purpose.
Yeah.
Hate that guy. So yeah. So we're just waiting for us to get into that match and we'll have ourselves fun. While we wait, let's talk about Bisect Hosting. BisectHosting.com. Be sure to check them out for all your dedicated gaming server needs. They have TF2, which is Team Fortress 2, those of you who don't know. It is
Minecraft,
Terraria, Minecraft, which is what they're very much known for. You can see that in our credits video we'll play at the end. And a whole lot more. So be sure to check them out. Use OutRun as your discount code. You got 25% off for the first month of hosting. You and your friends can play yourself a nice solid month of Minecraft on a dedicated server. Fast and clean and easy to set up. Check them out, BisectHosting.com. Other people you should check out, Antlion Audio. If you need a microphone, if you have a good set of headphones, right? Ones that you like the Audio Technica headphones. You can see. Vivian, turn your head. Yes, this is very nice. Audio Technicas was like ATX 500. I forget the model number. Anyway, it's the ones. It's the ones that people on Reddit tell you to buy. Anyway, those good set of headphones, but you don't have a microphone like this to use them on. Antlion Audio selling you the mod mic. You get a little magnet you stick on the side, put this little Bluetooth microphone on you. I mean, it's their own special proprietary thing on a dongle, but it's basically Bluetooth. And it comes out nice, clean signal, nice noise reduction. You don't have to buy a bunch of equipment to do like noise gates and compression. It just handles it for you out of the gate. And incredibly reasonably priced for how well it does. A lot of people who play VR will do it too because the microphone built in the VR headset is kind of trash isn't the right word, but that's the only word I got right now.
You
And it's nice. Yeah. Well, in all fairness, I mean, it is a little baby mic and it's like on your nose. So like it's only going to be as good as it's going to be. But yeah, if you're the VR player, especially if you're a streamer and you play with a set of headphones on, like anybody normal would, then get yourself a mod mic, stick it on the side of your headphones, rig it up to your computer, and you are good to go. Very super useful.
K-pop mentioning the index one is acceptable. Yeah.
It's not bad.
I like that one. It is funny to like kind of rate the mics and everything because you do sound different in each system.
Speaking of people who don't need ratings. Oh, actually, you know what? We'll talk about result here while we come into the match, which looks like they're launching right now. I don't know why the clock. Oh, apparently they already scored 3 points before Pesky decided to turn the camera on. Damn it, Pesky.
Love it.
All right.
Okay, well, this is our first time seeing Morpheus for this weekend title, so we do have, let's see.
Oh, here comes the breakaway shot.
Oh.
No, there's a defense. No one's going to steal it away from him. I thought they were going to steal it away. Nice passing. Nice steal coming in from Stealthy. Stealthy on the Lubbock team. My fellow Texas friends. I know all these guys. We went to school together. I was their substitute teacher. I don't know. You can't prove it.
You'd remember.
Burrito Boy. I get it. Burrito Boy. That's great.
Okay, yeah, thank you.
Wait, who
It's
has
just so
possession?
we
They both have
can't
possession.
see any of his pronunciations. He can't even say my name right, so it's fine.
I can say your name. Well, you never told me your first name. I don't even know what it is.
Yeah, that's right.
In all
Pooh.
fairness. No one can pronounce my first name. Anyway, so Burrito Boy, even when I tell them, it's fine. It's just weird for people. Speaking of weird, it's a weird world. Trying to go for a clear does not work out. Really bad clear there. As Nightcrawler looking for somebody, anybody to recover this poor clear towards the goal. It's a weird world. Doing some fake passes. That was a clear, not a pass. No stacking up. All three team members from Morpheus floating through just nothingness, not even considering an opportunity to grab onto each other and grab themselves a boost. You don't expect to see that at this level of play. Nightcrawler looking for an opportunity for a three-pointer and stopped easily by, I'm assuming, one of the players. The possession disc is stuck on Burrito Boy and is making it very hard to tell who has it. Burrito Boy just always has like a second disc in their back pocket. That's the problem. Oh, it fixed itself. Vivian,
You can see next to the names,
play
though,
by
right?
play. It's your turn.
Okay, there are people there, and there they are. That's not true. See, stop teasing me. I'm not at full capacity.
Try harder. I demand it. Burrito Boys got their hands on the disc, is harassed by the entire team from Lubbock. Doesn't matter. They get it even after getting knocked out and throw it to nowhere. I'm not entirely sure what the plan was on that one, as the disc is free and clear in that horrible corner that it ends up in probably 80% of the time when you just kind of throw it randomly. Stealthy going for another clear, passing to nobody. There is somebody literally playing 100% goalie on the team. It's a weird world, I guess, playing 100% goalie this time, so don't have to worry about that as the disc gets panic slapped again to the other side. Both teams have 100% goalies. They're not even doing like that midfield defender thing. They're just like, I am in the goal and this is where I live. And the disc is in.
Boom.
Squirrel Rocks. Putting points on the board for Morpheus.
I don't know about Lubbock, so if you're from there, let us know some things about them. I'd love to hear more, especially with names like Nightcrawler. I mean, come on, that must be a throwback.
Yeah, I don't know anything about the Lubbock team. I just know where Lubbock, Texas is. I did a programming contest back in the 90s there.
The 90s.
Yeah. Ask your dad. I love saying that. I love just saying, ask your dad. Nice long shot, but just a little bit off. You know, the further away you are, the more a small angle adds up. Another shot on goal, not working out for them. Lubbock trying to just get some more points on the board as a panic clear comes in from Morpheus. We got some more speed coming in from Stealthy. Doesn't matter. They get knocked out for the trouble by It's a Weird World. It's a Weird World kicking the disc over to nobody. They're just going to toss up to the full-time goalie. Full-time goalie should prevent a three-point shot, so they got to get in the bubble and go for a two-pointer.
And there they go from World. Good play. Morpheus, actually, they're an all-virtual school. So I wonder if they even get together to play. Yeah.
What does that even mean?
Well, okay. Well, first of all, let's explain the word virtual. Okay. So it's where they are
like they're not a real high school?
Oh, no, I'm pretty sure they're a real school. I think they just are virtually.
Oh, the school just went all virtual like a while back. Or they started out that way?
Yeah. We've got a pro player asking how to join this league.
Yes. Wait, pro players? No. We don't need pro players in this league. What we do with pro players in this league, the appropriate thing to do with pro players in this league is to sign up as a coach. No, we have coaching positions. Sign up for a coaching position is what you should do. These are high schoolers.
Yeah, you should be a coach. If there are players out there and you be helping these students. And
the natural progression is that you're a high school student, then you go into the college league, CVRE, and then you go into the pro league. Now, if you're just
this is 21 Jump Street, you gotta,
Yeah. But if you're already super amazing, then you just drop out of high school and you go in the pro league. Granted, you won't make enough money, but
or any, or some maybe.
Yeah. I mean, you're gonna break up some of that time with working at McDonald's, but it's okay. It's a good work. Oh,
you
excitement!
Throw it.
And it gets in that corner again, man. That's where the disc lives, man. That's where the disc lives. All right, Stealth looking for anybody to toss this disc to. Stealth going for a pump fake, another pump fake, and down. Zelda fan having none of it.
That was World who had the possession.
Now you
Yeah,
would
it is
think
that corner.
you would
It
think
is
that
that
Zelda fans' favorite Zelda game was Majora's Mask, but you'd be wrong. Zelda fans' favorite Zelda game was
the one that started with the O.
Smash Brothers. That's it, Smash Brothers. Nightcrawler putting 2 more points on the board for Lubbock, putting him in the lead. Well done. I just wanted to see how long I could go without talking. Apparently, it was just that long.
I too have a Poonanners timer.
5 seconds, 5 seconds. All right, disc advantage. Morpheus getting almost no pressure from Lubbock. Just one little stealthy, kind of putting a little bit of aggression on there. Disc is recovered by Zelda fan. Zelda fan looking for somebody to toss it to as they get a little pressure from Squirtle. Squirtle, as you know, a water type, weak against leaf types, I think.
Squirtles is...
I don't know. We have to have stealth on that one. The disc is free and clear. A little bit of a...
Yeah, it's...
There it is. Disc is... Oh, no.
Oh,
That would have been an easy one. It was gently thrown and got dinged as the disc gets panic cleared. Squirtle doing their best to get that disc out of there. Burrito Boy helping as well. Oh, off the ramp, but doesn't matter. Full-time goalie. Full-time goalie, nothing to be messed with. Yeah, it's really funny. High-level play, you don't see a lot of full-time goalies. Usually they play like a midfield thing. And like your best midfielders, well, your best, I guess defender is a better word for them. Your best defenders are not just the goal and midfield and looking for ways for interception. They go from one end of the arena to the other. They live on both sides of the arena pretty quickly, but they do try to put themselves between the disc and their side of the arena if they can help it.
Yeah, it's not like you have any specific
Positioning
here. Yeah, I wonder how that would be because
players do that. They do have they do come up with positions, but it's always indicative of what kind of meta or plays that they're trying to incorporate.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, I played lacrosse, so it was you're a midi, so you're the only one that can go across.
Lubbock is the home of Buddy Holly. Lubbock High School is in the top 10 most beautiful high schools list, according to Laura Abbott.
Thank you very much for the fact. Ooh, top.
That tells me nothing about the team, though.
Hey, they come from the top 10 most beautiful high school. They have.
Squirtle Rocks apparently is in the top 10 of most beautiful high school students. Apparently, I mean that's the
beautiful students, just beautiful.
Actually, schools. That's what Laura should do. Laura should make up facts, and I'll just read them like they're facts.
Or else he makes up facts.
True, I do love to make things up.
The pronunciations.
Like for example, a lot of people don't realize that Burrito Boy actually got their name. It's not exactly a pun. They learned to make burritos from bear meat from their dad. They're a little gamey, but man, the spice in them is just top notch.
It's true. I believe him.
It does sound like a real thing, doesn't it? Which is really funny. I don't know what I'm saying. My mouth just kind of does those things, and I kind of tune in a little bit, and I was like, that makes sense.
You know, we're virtual, so I can't pinch him, but, you know.
No pinches.
He'll get his haptic headband soon where I can just zot him.
All right, with 6 seconds left, it looks like Lubbock has this first round in the bag. And that is it. So what did you think of that first round?
I mean, you know what? It was a lot of I don't know how they must have played together before. So you're like getting it into the corner. I mean, some easy shots not going in as you would think. So this is the grudge match, though. Don't you think? Aren't they even? That's kind of what we want to see from this.
I mean, yeah, that's why they wanted to play each other because they said they're pretty evenly matched. Speaking of evenly matched, do like this to see how good your fake shadow is.
No, I can't do that. I will fall over.
Little fake shadow. A little production knowledge for you there. Speaking of knowledge, though, our guys over at Rezzle, right?
Yeah, Rezzle. They are the world's leading platform for developing elite athletes. That's not us. We're already developed, you know. So anyway, they're used across the world from academy level to European League and World Cup winners. Rezzle builds resilience in athletes when it's needed most during the last minutes of a high-pressure game.
Which is when you need it most. So they were right to say that.
Yeah, absolutely. This is when you need it.
Check them out at Rezzle.com. Speaking of things that we're going to check out, we got ourselves a little bit, about 5 seconds until this joust kicks off. Pesky is sitting there looking at the floating disc. You can hear the ding and the faintness of the announcer saying, "Ready to go." So we're going to catch the very beginning of this. There's going to be no
Yeah.
build up this time. It's just watch it go. 10 minutes on the clock. Round 2. Who gets there first? Oh, the mini map is gone. Doesn't matter. We see who gets there first. It's a weird world just getting that disc first and just flinging it at the ground. Didn't really need to. They could have just held on to it. One guy in the goal, just get inside the 2-point range and just fling it in. There you go. It's a world world. Getting 2 points on the board for Morpheus.
All right, so more Lubbock's showing up here. Ever since Laura told me it was the home of Buddy Holly, I didn't have any Buddy
The
Holly
song stuck in your
stuff.
head now? Well, not that one, the Weezer one?
Yeah, the Weezer one.
Yeah. She said it. As soon as she said it, I hear Weezer in my head the whole time.
Yeah,
It's really funny. It's funny
that
how
was big when I was in school.
it's funny how Weezer basically robbed Buddy Holly. Like ever since they put his name in their song, that's all you hear when you hear Buddy Holly now.
Okay, you just reminded me of Clueless, and she's like, I love him.
Ah, yes, Clueless. Rolling with the homies, right? Brittany Murphy, may she rest in peace. All right, the disc is free. It's a weird world. Looking for somebody to pass to or a clear. I don't know. Going for the clear right before they get knocked out. That's where you kind of let go of the disc and just bait the knockout and protect your head, I think, instead of the move there. Disc is free and clear. Squirtle going to try to get to it quickly and go for a drop shot. No, it gets stolen by Stealthy. Stealthy goes for the panic clear right down the middle. And no one is on that side of the field, not even a full-time goalie. First one to get there is from the blue team. Should have an easy shot. Slow moving. No one's doing.
That's the thing. That boosts are. Okay, yeah.
There's no boosting. There's no grabbing. There's
That's
no.
what I was saying. I was noticing from the last round. I was like, they're a little slower than.
Yeah. There's no boosting and re-grabbing, which is one of the first things like you learn to do. Which I say that, but like during the beta of this game, it was like Lemming and me were like the only people doing it. But then it became like the meta, and it's literally if you don't do it, you lose.
Yeah, they're not entering as fast as the previous game.
Yeah, for those of you who don't know, this game doesn't. It has some physics, not a lot of physics. So in VR in general, you don't want to have acceleration because acceleration apparently is what causes simulator sickness. So everything's kind of instant speed. Your rockets can give you a maximum speed. That's it. And when you hold the disc, you also have like a speed limit. Like you can't go any faster than the disc allows you to go, which is generally faster than the max speed the other players get. Nice goal from Stealthy. Now, you also have like the boost pack on your back that when you click in your joystick, it will go the direction you're looking, which can be helpful. But the most helpful thing you can do is grab onto another player. The moment you grab another player, your speed and vector is equal to theirs. And if you throw yourself off of them, you gain extra speed beyond that speed limit. Now, if that player that you threw yourself off of grabs your foot as you're going past, there's no conservation of momentum. They're immediately at your speed. Another one, Nightcrawler putting it in, running Lubbock up on the board. So if they grab your foot as you're going by, now the person you just got speed from now gets your speed. If they do that, now, if they throw themselves off of you, now they're going even faster than you were. But then you grab them. These are called re-grabs. And you can get that for insane speed, faster than a bullet. It is absurd the speed that you can get. And you can use that like you have basically one person who's like, if you're playing 3v3, you have one person who's basically your midfielder, your defender, right? Who they kind of play back a little bit. And then you have your two players, your strikers, and that's all they do is re-grab everywhere and use lightning speed to completely destroy an enemy who can't go fast. And you do that until the entire league is doing re-grabs for speed. And at that point, you're like, all right, we got to add more players.
Okay, come on, Morpheus. Let's bring it back. And they score. Okay, bring it to 4-7. You're a bear burrito man.
I love Burrito Boy. Burrito Boy's my boy. One, mostly because I'm just thinking, hey, Burrito sounds pretty good right now. Oh, man. Morpheus trying to put more points on the board. Only one round down right now with a little less than 6 minutes left on the clock. Can Morpheus turn it around? Granted, this match is for the memes. Nice recovery from Squirtle. Squirtle tossing it to nobody, though. Squirtle could have held on to that. This is where your teammates need to communicate to you, right? They let you know if someone's about to get the disc from you. And that gives you an opportunity to make decisions. Like, you don't have to freak out because you're like, I don't see anybody, so I don't know how much time I have. Common vernacular used in the game right now is just colors. So if someone is about to like jump on your back and take the disc from you, your teammates will say red, and that's when you panic clear it. And they'll say yellow, letting you know you got a second to line up your shot, but they're about to hit you. Or they say green, which means you have all day long to do as you please. Communication is key in this game. Because your teammates behind you can see what's going on, and you don't have time to look around.
Communication is key in everything in life, so let's just...
Fair. In any team sport, you want a good communication. Well, you say that, but in like in Onward, a communication will get you killed.
Well, that's why you do other things like
you do
Morse
clicks.
code.
Yeah, radio clicks. Minimal communication. The disc is free and clear. It looks like a member of Lubbock has opportunity for an easy shot. Are they going to ring the bell? What are they going to do? Yep. They couldn't help themselves.
Did they? They had to.
Yeah. You can't help yourself.
Some people can't help themselves. I know some people are like, no. I'm too classy.
Classy. My drink is running dry. All right. No pressure on Lubbock. A little bit. Stealthy came in some pressure. Stealthy going for the double knockout. Nope. Burrito Boy protecting their head, as you like to see on the ramp. Looking for an opportunity to go for that clear because no one's playing forward. No, they're going to hold on possession. You like to see that. Juking on the bottom and hold on to it for as long as possible. Not entirely sure what that shot was all about. I mean,
there's someone already in the end. So
there is like a shot from down there that you can do, but it's not likely to go in. But you think that's what you'd expect to see. All right, doesn't matter. Bearito, no, it's a weird world. Grabbing their hands on the disc. Names are really hard to see from this distance.
You say world.
And I got ourselves a knockout. It's a bear world. That's right. It's a bear world. Kicking the disc. It's a bear world. I wonder if that's what Winnie the Pooh says. Oh, it's a bear world. Not enough honey. All right. Man, really fighting it out. Man, nice recovery from Nightcrawler. Nightcrawler making sure that no one could do anything with this disc. Lubbock wanting to grab round 2 for the win. It's a world knocking out players as they get knocked out. I love that move. Like, they get knocked out, and they clear the disc, and knock someone out in the same move. Oh, we got doubled up. Squirtle's going to try to toss the disc in. They both get double punched. That was our opportunity for...
What is that?
So when you're stacked up like that, right, and one teammate has the disc, remember, if you have the disc, you have an ultimate speed limit, right? You can't re-grab boost off of somebody. So what you do is, the player behind you, they boost off of you, and you throw the disc, and they'll catch up to it and toss it in. That's the move right there when you're stacked up on somebody. The other move is also the Joker Train. That could also work. At this level, Joker Train probably works really well. The Joker Train is where basically you have one guy flying towards the goal and another person is holding on to him while holding onto the disc, and they're just flailing their arm around, making it impossible to hit them. And if you're not thinking, you will concentrate on the player with the disc, and you will try to grab them, but you can't because they're moving too fast. And they'll just walk the disc in. When the move is really just knock out the person they're holding on to, which immediately decouples them. And now they can't move around like that anymore. It's easy to defeat, which is why it's a silly move, but at lower levels, people aren't used to seeing it. It's a world with the recovery. 2 minutes left on the clock.
Yeah, bring it over. What?
I don't know what that pinwheel attack move was, but it did not work out for a point on the board. Doesn't matter. Lubbock doesn't really need points on the board. They just need to delay the game a little bit longer with a minute 40 left on the clock. They got a little bit more delaying to do.
Oh, okay, it's done. Someone... No. I love the little sounds in there.
Yeah. I love
like the throwing sound. Like, throwing it. It's very heavy.
Easy 2 points right here if they can get it. Yes. Stealthy putting more points on the board for Lubbock.
I believe Pro Skills plays on Morpheus, who's very active in the chat.
Oh, Pro Skills is a Morpheus player? Oh, well then maybe my chat is broken. I haven't seen anything since 5 minutes ago.
No, active. Yeah, no, in general, like from Friday.
Ah, yes. All right. No one's allowing easy goals right now. Stealthy kicking over Nightcrawler. Nightcrawler looking for a clear. Nightcrawler with the recovery goes for another clear. No stacks, no regrabs, so they're just going to get in there slow. It's okay. Both teams are doing the same mechanic. 2 people on goal. Bounce shot. Nice. Stealth with a backboard shot.
I mean, did somebody just say, have you been practicing?
I heard that too. And I was like, certainly that's not what I heard.
No practice.
But 20 seconds left on the clock. I think Lubbock has this round 2 in the bag.
How much practice time do the students put in? I mean, imagine they have
as much as they like. I mean, do you remember how much free time you had as a high schooler?
No.
You don't?
I
I do.
haven't had free time since this January.
Well, yeah. Adults end up with a lot of less free time, especially after you have kids. But what I'm saying is that you don't remember that as a high schooler you had so much free time. It's a valuable resource. This is why, like, when I had grant projects and stuff like that, I would just farm it out to high schoolers in computer science.
Wow, I did not have free time as a student. I'm just like curious because I'm thinking maybe they have other clubs, other sports, family stuff. Maybe they work.
Yeah, but
Homework.
generally speaking, there's no job, no bills, no children, just
Yeah.
time. And the thing is you don't even really got to sleep that much when you're younger either.
I just know that that is the opposite of true.
No, that's waking up late in the morning is different than sleeping that much.
They should.
You can run on 3 to 6 hours of sleep as a kid and you're fine.
That's why I'm not fine as an adult.
As an adult,
I'm just curious
as an adult that hurts.
And
As
I
an
don't know
adult.
about Echo players in leagues, but I know like when I played for in Onward, we practiced like 30 hours a week.
Nah, man. I remember when I was a kid, man, if I was sleep deprived, I'd drink a soda. It was like nothing happened. As an adult, being sleep deprived hurts for like days. It's like a sunburn, but for your brain.
Mm.
It's magic. All right. Well, that is round 2 down. Lubbock putting another W on the board. So it's supposed to be best of 5. Again, just a show match. I wonder if Morpheus wanted to play Lubbock because they felt bad that Lubbock got eliminated. I don't know.
Well, you're the
Who's going to
storyteller.
get to the disc for? Yeah, I don't know the story though. I thought you were the storyteller. I'm the one who just kind of makes things up.
That's what I'm saying. You're the one.
Make something up. That's right. Well, this fight actually started about 375 years ago. Long story between Lubbock and Morpheus. These guys have hated each other for a long time. It started off with land disputes, but then it kind of evolved into something worse. People are stealing each other's cattle, and it is a whole thing.
Cattle.
Yeah. Well, Lubbock's all about the cattle.
The rocks.
If you knew Lubbock, you would understand. Because I don't know where Morpheus is. But yeah, cattle rustling is what it comes down to. A little bit of cow tipping as people got older because it was just more fun. But yeah, it came down to the most latest crime committed against each other. Some players from Lubbock actually stole the Mountain Dew of players from Morpheus, and they just have not let it go.
Okay, this is ridiculous. Cow tipping is not a real thing.
It's totally a thing.
That's what I got from this. Okay, it's all about cotton. Wait, we do know that Lubbock has
They do have cotton too. I mean,
they're the
anybody who
most
farms in Texas has cotton.
Most beautiful school, right?
Granted, there's in Texas we're doing a lot of farming for soy and rice lately too. It turns out you can grow rice here really well, and rice is a pretty easy to sell commodity. And soy was pretty easy to sell as well. It turns out China was buying a lot of it, but then like the whole tariff thing made that difficult, so people just started planting other stuff. That's a little farm knowledge for you here from somebody, a Texas native. As the disc goes down for another shot, doesn't matter. Blocked by Zelda fan. Zelda fan, a big fan of I don't know. I'm trying to think of like a really dumb game. Secret of the Magic Crystals. Zelda fan's a big fan of Secret of the Magic Crystals. As the disc is recovered by Squirtle, Squirtle going to get knocked out by Stealthy, and Nightcrawler goes for the knock-in. 5 points up. Lubbock going to take round 3, which is going to end this one early for us so we can get right into the championships. Yes. Indeed.
You'll have to excuse me here.
Tournament support brought to you by UGC Esports.com. That's Ultimate Gaming Championship Esports.com. They do lots of different esports, and they have started their foray into VR esports. And we can't wait to do more work with them in the future here at High School Heroes Esports League.
Yes, and everyone in chat and the Discord, give it up to Leo, Kitty Pop, and Pesky for all that they've done to organize all this. This is pretty great.
They're so quiet. And another score. Stealthy, man. Lubbock just really running up the board right now.
Calm down.
Nah, it's good. It's good. They're going to end the game
Don't
early.
calm down. Keep going.
They're going to end the game early. And let me see again. And we're going to watch Pasco play Concord again. That'd be great. Rizzle. Or is it Brazil?
Rezel. Rezel.
Brazil. Resilient. Yeah, maybe that's what it was. It's Rezel for resilient. I don't know. Oh, that solid ding from Stealth.
Yeah, I feel like we've been seeing a lot of that. This
Stealth's wanting to see a little bit more action from that. I thought Stealth was going to recover that disc and go for another shot. Backfielder not able to get their hands on it either. Zelda fan playing defensively, but it's just slowly getting themselves in position.
I was going to say, this is really like very different from when you watch, like a
yeah. This is low level play. Like when you first start playing Echo Arena, when people start first, well, this isn't first. This is like when people first start playing Echo Arena, it's everybody on the disc and nobody playing like intelligently. They call it kid soccer.
I was going to say, that's how everyone's chasing the ball.
Yeah, this is a step above kid soccer. This is where the guys, like, they know how to play, but they don't know the current state of the meta that the players are playing. So instead, they're caught out in the middle, just kind of free-floating after the disc. Not great disc prediction as well, and just doing a lot of panic clears. No real shots on goal, not a lot of passing.
I'm just noticing the speed here. That's quite reduced.
Yeah. This is why High School Heroes Esports League, if you are a professional player and you would like to be a coach, then sign up and you can coach these guys and you can show them how the pros plays and watch your little guys you've taught how to play the game win championships.
It sounds like we're talking about like pros like who are like older and making money. There are people who are in high school who are pros.
No, there are pros who are 14 years old. Yeah, it happens.
Kill us.
It happens.
Kitty Pop likes this, and I do understand that. Kitty Pop, I agree to an extent because, like, for me, who I don't play Echo regularly, it's a lot easier. But I do just notice, like, because I pop in to watch, the other leagues play, and it's just a different type of energy.
I like a game that's so fast that it's almost impossible for me to call it. I love that.
Oh, I know. Hyperdash does that when I
I like a challenge. Best thing about Hyperdash is when people toss out cheeks, though. I love that.
Well, I come from Onwards.
Oh, was that Hyperdash? No, wasn't that Hyperdash? That wasn't Hyperdash. That was that other game.
Pop one?
No, what was that like newish? Was it Hyperdash? No, it wasn't Hyperdash.
Pop one.
No. It's newer than that. It was some game we did recently, and then we're like Veil. It was Veil.
Veil.
Veil is the one with the cheeks.
Oh, Veil. All these new games coming up. But Echo still reigns supreme. They are the largest game played competitively, which is great to see.
And that's only because Gorilla Tag hasn't figured out how to be an esports game yet.
But every time I look at Echo,
nice steal from It's a Weird World, having none of it. That
for
opportunity for a shot, nice three-pointer.
Great.
That is what you like to see.
That was great. There we go.
Waking up the commentators with that one.
I'm awake. I've been awake since 4.
Oh man, I took a minute. I took a nap there for a second.
2 hours ago. 3 hours ago.
It's all right. I'm gonna make another drink. It'll be good.
Is a comment in there, and it does. It is. We've
I'm just drinking soda, guys. It's okay.
All right, here they go. Well, and you know what? Maybe
it's a Burrito Boy. Burrito Boy watching their back. I'm gonna keep on going. Oh, you shouldn't have paused. The person can't go faster than you. You're stuck at the same speed limit without re-grabs. It's Weird World gonna walk it in for a 3-point. No, stolen by Stealthy.
Oh.
Stolen again and in the goal.
Yes,
it's a Weird World with the 2 points. Now it is a tie game.
Good job.
You love to see it. Six, 5, 4, 3, 2. Joust advantage, Lubbock. Lubbock, what are they going to do with it? No blitzes this time. No, it is a full blitz, and they do toss it straight downfield. Nice straight shot. Are they going to recover it? Oh, man, that was an opportunity for Blue to recover it and to get their hands on it and go for an easy shot while the other team, that's the problem with blitzing, is that it does put you way out of position if you overcommit. And they did overcommit, but it doesn't matter. Lubbock was not able to convert that into an easy 2 or an even easy 3. To toss it downfield to nobody, you got to pass to your teammates. Not running a nice, triangular formation. You keep that passing coming, and the other teams, if they're playing like a bit of kid soccer, they'll never catch you. Nice steal from Burrito Boy. Nice save from Zelda fan. Zelda fan tossing it up to nobody.
I love doing that.
Whole team of Lubbock are trying to recover it quickly as they get knocked out for their trouble. And here comes the clear. No, bunch of knocking out. Stealthy with an opportunity for a 2-pointer. Will they drop it? And no.
Good attempt.
Oh, miss completely from Nightcrawler as it looks like Burrito Boy goes for a panic clear, a little slap away. Nightcrawler's got the speed, though, with no regrab boosting. They don't really have to worry about much as the disc gets cleared right down the center and stopped by Stealthy. Turns that clear into a pass. Stealthy looking for an opportunity to get there. No one's going to stop it. Just get in close. They can't stop you if you get in close. Couldn't help himself. Stealthy was like, I want to just take the goalie on head. And I was like, no, just run straight through the goal. You get within an inch of the goalie, they can't stop you. Because the disc will go right through your body. Only your hands and head can block it. Nightcrawler's got an opportunity to just break in close, wait till you're a few seconds, and then toss it. Oh, nice push. Nice push from the goalie. Goalie decided to get aggressive on that one. And that's another thing, too. Once they've breached the bubble, the only way as a goalie you're typically going to stop it is if you push off the goal, but it's 50-50 at best. Nice shot from Stealthy as they draw the goalie out. Goalie really doing a lot of heavy lifting. That was a lot of stops coming in from the goalie, right? I think 3 or 4 in a row that time.
Oh, yeah, just it makes their post worth it.
Joust advantage, Morpheus. Morpheus getting a little bit of pressure, not worrying about it. Oh, they went for the clear, and it got snatched directly. Interception from Stealthy. Stealthy goes for a clear. Hopefully this will convert it to a pass to Nightcrawler. No, Nightcrawler can't get to it before Stealthy does.
Nightcrawler was trying to get into position, too.
Or Squirtle, sorry.
I'm going there. Bring it to me.
Yep, Squirtle kicking it all the way out to Barrito. Barrito going for a bounce shot and does not work. Now, there is a spot on that ramp from where they were located that you can bounce shot it directly into the goal. It was one of the first shots I discovered in the beta. It totally works. Which, you know, behind the scenes tip here, by the way, that is 3 out of 5 rounds for Lubbock. So that's going to end that, and we are going to put things together for our grand final match. But behind the scenes about the development of the game, the developers actually built themselves like a pseudo laser pointer, and they could point it at literally any surface and see the bounces that would happen if you tossed a disc at it. And that had a lot to do with informing how they designed the arena. So there were a lot of positions, theoretically, that you could bounce it off of. And you do see that at higher level play where people are using some of these bounces for legitimate shots.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, that's kind of the fun thing because, like, if you're playing a game, I don't know, like lacrosse, that's what I played. You're going to learn all kinds of different tricks. You're going to learn working with your team and how everyone plays. That's really fun thing about playing in esports because the world in VR is like, it's very different, you know, like you can't sit on, I'm sorry, I'm talking from my point of view from an FPS. You can't like just sit on any, you know, furniture you see. There's different colliders, and so it takes a lot of time to kind of explore, in this case the arena, to kind of see where the best shots are and measuring it. I like the recon. It's kind of fun.
Well, speaking of getting to play in a different world, bisecthosting.com will host your dedicated servers so you can play in a different world like Minecraft or Terraria, as well as many more. Be sure to check them out. Use OutRun as your discount code and get 25% off of your first month.
You're really doing great with your segue.
Well, it's funny. I had one before that. Like, I don't remember what you said before that, but it was a good segue for Ruzzle. But then you kept going, and I was like, no, different world. And then you kept going, and I was like, if she says too much, the joke won't make sense.
That's my goal in life, to not let your jokes make sense.
True, and you're very good at that.
Thank you.
Speaking of things that don't make sense, High School Heroes Esports League.
You didn't mean that.
It was the only person I knew that I could do that to that wouldn't get mad at me. But hsvrleague.com. Be sure to check them out if you want to get involved with High School Heroes Esports League. VR Esports League. Esports VR
and I didn't say it today that they are the only STEM accredited school league. Yeah, in the world, which is fantastic.
They filled out the paperwork and got approved. Good job.
Hey, that's a big deal, you know.
It is. It's hard to do. That was no sarcasm in that. I just autism face. It's hard for me to what's the word? Correctly express something without coming off a different way.
Yeah, well, from someone who works in more of the background scene of
Mhm.
VR, kind of like building different things, like that's really great because we work with, like my work at XR Safety Initiative, we work with cybersecurity and medical XR. But for me, I work specifically with esports and trying to make it like as a safe environment, a safe league, safe practices, so that everyone can play. Um, like with verified people and
Yeah,
so
yeah,
working
yeah.
with yeah, so
XRSI, yeah, yeah.
working with leagues like
Hey, they're not a
or
sponsor.
working with
Shh.
Outrun Digital. No, but I mean, like, I'm just talking about the work. Like,
Yeah, yeah.
I'm saying that the work that Outrun Digital does is the groundwork for what you want because as you know, in esports, it's not a little, a lot. It's toxic.
It
They've
can
built
be,
that
yeah.
environment from the ground up. But since we're on ground zero, we want to try and like not do that. We're trying to avoid that. So we are actively trying to take purposeful, like mindful steps to create a sport that is inviting to all, is inclusive, and High School Heroes is really doing that. So I
Yeah.
appreciate.
One
Oh,
that.
and shout out to Logan out there. Hey,
Oh,
Logan.
Logan's here. Wait, where?
In
Oh,
your
there he
house.
is. Looking good. Okay.
Behind you.
Yes. Yeah. It's very important to build a league where the focus is on good sportsmanship, right? It's
Exactly.
very easy for a person left to their own devices to become super insecure and like get angry every time they lose and blame the game, blame players, blame everybody but themselves rather than trying to improve. And the problem is that if you allow somebody to fall in that mental trap, they'll never improve and they won't become a champion. I watched this happen so many times for like top teams that would have players that were just built like that. And as a result, they could never win championships because no one grabbed that person and just said, hey, stop doing that. You're sabotaging yourself and the team. And so building a good mentality, a good culture up front of just saying, hey, good game, everybody. Just, take the loss on the chin and learn from it and improve. That is how you become a winner. That is how you set somebody up for success. So it's important up front to build a community, build a league around those concepts. Every coach you've had to deal with in high school knows that. And that's why like high school coaches really try to beat that into your head about good sportsmanship. Just don't go around like saying like somebody's using hacks just because they throw a football farther than you.
But they are.
True. That one guy did deflate some footballs. That's a whole other thing. But until then, we're going to take ourselves a short break. One of our players from Pasco needs to recharge their headset because, they are wireless. It happens. And then we'll be back for the grand finals.
Yeah. Bye now.
All right, we are back in action. It is your man, Pooh Nanners, your Texas caster and hype master, and VR Chazen getting back and ready in her seat. What do we got in front of us right now? Concord Carlisle versus Pasco? Vivian says yes. And here comes the launch. And immediately Concord Carlisle actually gets their first hands of disc in a stacked formation. That means they are built for speed, looking for an opportunity to strike. Wow, both of them get knocked out for their trouble. Fighting it out hard as the disc goes for the clear. Artemis tries to go for that clear. It gets bounced off some collision back in the hands of Artemis. Artemis off the ramp, really trying to get rid of that disc. That was an opportunity for a score. If you aim for the right spot on that ramp, you can actually score. It did not happen. The rematch that you've always wanted to see, Pasco versus Concord Carlisle, happening right now before our eyes. Artemis goes for a drop shot and gets it. Nice setup, nice layup. It's exactly what you wanted to see. Let's go Pasco, right, Emmy? Let's go once more. I was hoping that Never Enough Mars was saying, let's go even more than what Emmy doesn't say. I want them to go too, but more than what you said. All right. Disc is free. Pyromaniac looking for a bounce pass, and it does not connect. The disc is out and in the hands of Shirazzle. Shirazzle's going to look for a clear. There's no one to pass it to, so they have no choice but to... Oh, no. Actually in position. Artemis is everywhere. Bad clear, though, but it doesn't matter. Joe with the recovery. John with the recovery. That's what it was.
John and Pyromanic.
John just barely missing that black triangle for a backboard shot. Recovered by MKS. Oh, stolen by Shirazzle. Shirazzle's going to easy two-pointer here. No, stolen into the hands of John. No, slapped away before John could get it. It is a hell of a battle trying to get more points on the board as Artemis Envy is pushing into the backfield to get it.
Oh.
The disc is still free. No one's on goal. Got to go for the stacked clear. They're stacked up, so that means they can get to it quickly. They watch that bottom right screen. You can see the reboost grabbing. Free shot. No one can stop them. Take your time and walk it in. Gonna ring it too, huh?
Oh, nope, no ding.
That is why you stack up. That is why you boost off each other. Just let that disc go, because the disc speed limits you, right? You just toss the disc and just reboost the hell to get to it. I love it.
I'm going to repeat on the chat here from Emmy, I believe. It's Johnny.
I know.
Johnny.
Look,
Johnny.
I've already made the statement that my mouth does things, and I only am partially aware of the things that it's saying.
His wife
so
doesn't
you can tell me all you want, but
do.
my mouth doesn't have ears, so it doesn't know. All right, MKS getting it stripped away. Back in the hands of Pyromaniac. Pyromaniac looking for an opportunity to score. As long as they retain possession, they have all the power. Already knocked out for just a second. Already going to keep that pressure on his Pyro. Knocking it in just inside the bubble. Just breached it for a minute. Getting that 2 points on the board. 4-2. Conquered Carlisle. I keep wanting to call them Concord. They don't like that. Conquered Carlisle. Showing why they are in the winner's bracket. Now, I've heard even though it's been a double elimination round, there will be no bracket reset. It is winner take all. So whoever gets these best out of 5 is the one who wins. So Pasco Pasco has an opportunity to win here with a whole lot less effort than they would normally have to put in. They just got to bring that pressure. Pyro and MK did not realize they were about to get stole on. It doesn't matter. They get rid of it. Someone must have yelled at them the information that they needed.
Yeah, guys, let's hype it up in the chat. Let's hear for who you're rooting for.
Who you rooting
for? The big, loud Pasco or Conquer.
The next 5 messages, whichever name is said the most, that is the team I'm going to pretend like I'm going for.
But really, he's going for... Yeah.
So far, we have 1 Pasco message and Kitty Pop doing a bunch of emotes. So right now, Pasco is the team to root for because we got 5 Pascos. Daddy Mike going Pasco. All right, evidently Pasco's who I'm rooting for right now, okay? Because no one else said Concord. Concord couldn't bring their friends to come watch in the chat, I guess. All right, the disc is free. Who's going to get there? It won't be me. Into the hands of MKS. Easy shot and Concord Carlisle making it a 4-point spread. If you had money on a 4-point spread, you would actually be feeling pretty good right now.
Does that have anything to do with sandwiches?
What about sandwiches?
I don't know. I just heard spread.
Oh, spread. Yes. Pork chop sandwiches. Pork chop sandwiches. Oh, no. What happened? Who's Walker King? Why are there 4 people on the other team? I mean, he's not in the arena. He has not launched, so maybe it's okay. No, they dropped out. Okay, we're good. All right.
It was an open lobby. People were just walking in.
Yeah. Somebody just stepped onto the court in the middle of the game. You know, high school basketball is used to seeing that. Spider Monkey looking for an opportunity. Is going to toss it up to Pyro. As soon as they get a little bit of interference, Pyro going to bounce shot it. You can make that shot. That is a makeable shot. It doesn't matter. MKS with the alley-oop there makes it happen. But yeah, right off of that ramp onto the backboard, that is a shot you can make. Just practice it. And it counts for 3 when you do it. Uh-oh, someone going inverted. No, Artie was going to go inverted for a second. Changed their mind at the last second. Here comes a launch with Joust advantage. You want to get your eyes on that universal speed limit that is applied as soon as you touch the disc. That's a great opportunity to see it right there. You see him touch the disc and immediately slow down. Yeah, see that? MKS boosting in with Pyromaniac. The second they touch the disc, you see them just slow down hard. This allows the other teams to catch up to you while you're holding onto the disc. And it was really funny. There was a period of time that if you held onto another player who was going fast, you could go faster, but the devs fixed that very quickly.
Don't you hate when they fix fix things?
I like it. I like games that do that, like the VR games that also give you a speed limit if you're carrying a flag and a capture the flag. Gives the other teams a chance to catch up. I like it.
Oh, like a catch-up mechanism. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, that's all this game is. It's just capture the flag with extra steps. All right.
And no flag.
Well, I mean, that's the flag. The disc is the flag. You have to grab it and put it in the enemy's goal or something.
Capture the disc.
Yep. And it made sense to me when I thought it. All right, the disc is out. We have 1 person who's officially on Concord's side that has experienced Infinity. You need to bring some more friends. All right, because Artemis for Pasco, the team that we all want to win, evidently, actually getting more points on the board. 8-4. First round, best of 5. Little more than 3 minutes left in a 10-minute round, though. Pasco needs to step it up if they want to win this first round. It's winner take all. Round best of 5, and then it is over. Oh, Pesky had a little bit of a connection issue there, but he's all right. And the disc gets slapped away, but back in the hands of MKS. MKS going to go for an easy 2, and there it is.
Oh, and there it goes from MKS.
Did you say MKS?
Yeah.
I thought you did. I was like, did she say MKS or McKayas? Because I like McKayas. That is your name now. Your name is McKayas. We're pronouncing it.
I didn't say things.
Man, Pesky's internet must be chugging hard on this match as John, as I've been told is his name, passes it down to Shirazzle. Shirazzle passes it right back in the hands of Artemis. Artemis looking for a John pass. Too many people in the way, but he's going to go for a bounce pass off the roof. Does not work out, though. You got to bounce pass it a little bit harder than you think in order to get a sharp angle into the hands of Pyro. Pyro goes for the center field clear. Hits a little bit of collision. I don't see any stack and boosting over, so it's anybody's game. Nope, that's right. Concord Carlisle doing the stack and boost onto the disc. In for the easy two. Misses it right off of the ring. Still got possession of it. Pyromaniac going to look for a backhand two-pointer. Gets stopped by Shirazzle. MKS trying to get there first, stacking up. That's right. All three team members go right to each other to stack up and get to it first. That is what you call regular pro-level play. You got to do that. If the disc is away and there's nothing to do, regroup with your teammates and use each other's speed to get there fast. Well played. Artemis with the clear down the right side. As we look for another stack and boost, we are seeing it come from Concord Carlisle. You can see in that bottom right map, a little bit of stack and boost coming up, and they're in the center part of the arena as the disc continues down the Concord Carlisle side. Pasco in scoring position here. Strangely enough, even with all the stack and boosting on Concord Carlisle, they were able to keep it on that side for a lot longer than you'd expect. But MKS trying to go for a clear. Doesn't matter. Artemis has it. Artemis has no one to pass to, so they just have to panic, toss it down in that bottom left corner into the hands of MKS, who's going to try to clear it out. Does a little slappy do and gets it almost out of their side of the arena. Not enough, but Pyromaniac picks it up and kicks it all the way back down to the Pasco side. Now, stack and boost, you see in the bottom right corner. Looks like MKS is going to get there first for the easy two and dings it off the ring. Doesn't matter. They got another opportunity to do another drop shot and in. Concord Carlisle showing us what they're made of. Apparently out of stack and boost power. Vivian, how much fun do you have when you stack and boost?
I thought that was the whole point of the game. I mean, no one's going to pass anything to me, so.
Dude, I remember very early game. I think it was Lemming and his team. He was saying, like, stack and boost, stack and boost. That's what you got to do, stack and boost. And every other team argued and said, no, that's not the only thing. Nice three-pointer for NKS. Not having any part of that slacking. He's like, oh, you guys aren't going to take this round seriously? Okay.
That's when that's when you go in for it.
Man, strong opening from Concord right there.
Yeah, I mean, I thought it was great going close and close. And again, it's the first game, so we'll see.
Now we have double the stuns on Concord Carlisle's side than this time around. Artemis knows how to stack and boost, but we don't see a lot of that from Pasco. And I don't know if it's because they haven't practiced it or maybe it's because he's decided that there's another angle he wants to do. We do see that Artemis has a tendency to not really do a lot of passing and not a lot of team play.
I thought that a lot
of the Pasco show.
Well. Yeah, but it's I mean, Shirazzle has really been getting in there. So I don't know. I feel
you're
like
going to want to ride
Artemis
that feeling because Shirazzle is not playing this round. They swapped them out with Walker King. Walker King is going to sub in on Pasco's side. And we're going to see how that works out for them. Now, we really, really need to see that stack up, group up stack. Now, Artemis counts on having enough speed to get there anytime Artemis wants to. But the problem is that Concord is not just doing like a two-person stack and boost. All three team members are grouping up on each other and stacking all the way down. Now, granted, one player will hang back after the first two decide to re-grab all the way down, but they're doing that up and down the arena. And if you're not doing that too, you're not going to get there. The only way to counter another team where they have two guys stacking and boosting everywhere is to not only stack and boost everywhere, but predict where they're going to go so you can cut them off.
Pro tips, guys. I see in the chat that there is the second place prize. Yes, there are. There's, for right now, the prizes for first and second are great, so no one's going to walking away empty-handed from this. They've got the grand prize has a High School Heroes backpack and hoodie. They'll get the VR cover, and Outrun
87
Digital
million
Classic
Luna.
Snapback. Yeah, $30 for a game gift and 12-month server for Bisect and a mod mic from yours truly. So yes, so that's the first place. Second place is about the same except it's 6-month servers and.
Yeah, 6 months.
No.
6 months of dedicated server time for Bisect hosting. And don't forget the mod mic is actually provided by Antlion Audio.
Right.
And MKS passing up to Pyro. Pyro passing back downfield to Spider Monkey. Great passing play, like literally knowing where your teammate is going to be so you can do these no-look passes. Interception by Walker King. Walker King, and a long-time player, Pasco, a name I'm used to actually seeing it, and surprised to actually see for the first time during these finals. MKS just panic throwing it downfield into the hands of Artemis. Artemis looking for an opportunity, no one to pass it to, so just throws it away. A little bit of a stack from John, grabs a little speed from Artemis, but that's it. No re-grab boosting as the disc is back onto the Concord Carlisle side, back in the hands of Artemis. Artemis looking around, sees there's nobody really to deal with except for pressure for MKS and Pyro. Tosses it down the left side and protects their head as the disc is deep in the Concord Carlisle territory. Back in the hands of MKS. No, MKS can't get there quick enough. He is being harangued by the rest of Pasco. Pasco really wants to put points on the board this time around, and they might actually do it with this formation and pressure they have. But MKS and Pyro are having none of it. Wish I could see the bottom left mini map. I'd have known that John is actually sitting in the goal right now, protecting their own head as the disc gets cleared back into the Pasco territory, saved by Artemis, who anchors and whips around to keep the disc back in play into the hands of John. John could not get there quick enough where he gets knocked out, and in the hands of Pyro. Pyro goes for a left side clear, but actually hits that corner again. You got to be real straight with those shots or away it goes, and slapped right back down to Pasco's side. Stack and boost already in position. MKS going to toss up to Pyro. Nope. MKS going to go right for the three-pointer, but does not connect. That was a stream of consciousness, huh? Just kind of just going and going.
I appreciate it.
I have no idea what I just said that entire time. It's great. All right. So we're going to look at some defense now as the disc is coming in. Artie's got an opportunity for a two-point shot. Going to drop it in the wrong direction. Artie got to take a breath there for a minute. John gets the recovery, looking for somebody to pass to. Passes it to Walker. Walker could not get to the pass quick enough. It was a little deep. I know it's not really Walker's fault. Granted, you do want to anchor. You want to anchor anytime your other teammate has the disc so that you can quickly respond to how trash their pass is. Because in VR, it's very hard to pass. So you just have to expect that. All right, disc is down and away, and it looks like Pyro's going to get there first. Good stack and boost play coming in from Concord, but doesn't matter. Artie's got their hands on the disc, looking for an opportunity to clear, and clears it right downfield into the hands of no one. Pyro with the recovery. Pyro going for a clear themselves. Does not quite get the clear they wanted, but it's good enough. It's in that deep corner. In the hands of Artemis. Artemis has no one to pass to. Looking for pressure. Sees pressure for MKS. MKS with the steal and the clear. Does not clear hard enough. John slapping it away back downfield. Who's going to get there first? If I could see that HUD map, I would know who was stacking and getting there. Easy shot. Can they make it? No. Stripped away from Johnny Red Flame. Johnny boy. Make sure they don't get it. Walker King might have an opportunity to score. Gets knocked out for the trouble. Going to do ourselves a roof pass, but ends up hitting the curved part of that ramp, which brings it right back into the Concord Carlisle territory. The disc is hot and free into the hands of Walker. Walker with the shot. Doesn't get the angle that they want, and the disc is just digging away. Nice restack. Nice stack and boost coming in from Concord Carlisle, but it doesn't matter. Artemis got there first and just panic threw it towards the goal again, and this time it went in. 4-3.
Yeah, a little bit faster than our previous game.
That was a 4-minute volley. Almost half the actual length of the game. They volleyed back and forth before somebody scored. You love to see that, actually. That is how you know you're getting good level play. A level playing field. Upside down play from Pyro, who kicks it over to MKS. MKS looking for an opportunity for a three-pointer and gets it, but dings off the goal. MKS got to be biting himself over that one. Doesn't matter. He's going to get another shot. Pyro with the two. Misses again. What, Pyro? What? That was a gimme. All right. Doesn't matter. The disc is hot and free, but funny if they got another lucky shot. But it's an easy one right here. Artie gets the two.
Wow. Come on, Concord. You need a rally. Let's hear for him.
Well, I would say come on, Concord, but like 3 people were rooting for Concord in the chat, and the rules are I have to go with the chat. The chat keeps saying Pasco, so... It's the rules, guys. I don't make them. I just follow them. If you want me to chant for a Concord, you have to say their names in the chat, man.
Rally, I'm saying Concord. Yeah, but they're underdog. I like to go underdog. What has every sports movie taught us?
Oh, nice shot, but did not work. Just rejected off that ring of the goal. Man, that was a good one. Like, even like under normal circumstances, you'd expect that to bounce in, but it was just in that sweet spot where it bounces out. That's got to hurt. Okay, so now I have I have, I think, 4 people. Actually, it's the same people. How many individual Concords? Pro Skills just says Concord a bunch. Experience Infinity. So 2 people. 2 people are going for Concord.
Pro Skills is saying redeem yourself from
Concord-
last season.
Concord's-
I like a good redemption story.
Look, Concord's own family could not show up to the chat and cheer them on. So clearly
that's
Pasco has to win.
normal. Okay.
Looks like Blue Flame and Never Enough Mars though are cheering for Johnny. They're not cheering for Pasco specifically, just Johnny on Pasco. Yeah, Daddy Mike, it is all Pasco in the chat for sure. All right, the disc is hot and clear. Johnny's going to try to get to it first. Ooh, pass it down the tunnel. The rest of the team letting him know where his team is. Disc is just kind of wandering, though. It wasn't really into the hands of anybody that could do anything with it. Spider Monkey tries to go with a panic clear. Doesn't work out. An anchored Pyro actually grabbing the disc and getting a pretty decent clear and getting the disc first, but not getting it as fast as they'd like. Oh, MK12. MKS actually with the teleport.
Oh,
no,
gosh,
save it, Johnny.
ding.
Save it, Johnny. Johnny with a nice save. Concord Carlisle really had an opportunity to score there, and it just didn't work out for them. And Johnny really getting that nice save. It doesn't matter. MKS finally getting that goal they were looking for. There's not a lot of time left on the clock, and it looks like Pasco actually might put up this round if they can keep up the momentum. Concord Carlisle with that 3-pointer, though, might have broken the momentum. We'll have to see. Now the joust advantage is over to Pasco. Let's see what they do with it. Okay. Did they pause it?
Oh,
I've
they're doing the Macarena.
Oh, I'm looking at the pings. I was looking at the pings. It's yeah, the pings aren't bad. 40s and 60s. Artemis obviously with the worst ping. Those are the hacks. Hey, one of these players is playing on like a borrowed battery time. Like they can't be pausing it. They got to go. Unpausing.
Yeah,
in 10.
what are players not using the battery pack that attaches to the headset?
Well, see what it is that Outrun bought the headsets. And
I see.
Outrun bought the cheapest headsets they could so that they could give more headsets to people in high schools.
I'm gonna say the cheapest. I mean, the Quest is the
literally, no. I mean, Quest headsets. They bought the cheapest Quest headset you could, so that way you could buy more headsets. Yeah.
That checks out.
Yeah. These kids, these are not their personal headsets. All right, disc is hot and free. No one's on the goal. I mean, one person was on the goal, but that much pressure, it's basically nobody. Really thought Pasco was going to get that shot in, but doesn't matter. Artemis has another opportunity to put it in there. They need this win. Either run the clock down or get yourself a score. A little over 2 minutes left on the clock. Passes it to nobody. You don't want to give it up like that. Into the hands of Walker King, really working that collision. They grab onto stuff to anchor themselves in a different direction. Artemis playing that midfield position to make sure the disc does not leave the direction that he finds advantage. Optimal configuration. Artemis has actually put the disc in the goal to go in 7-3. A little less than 2 minutes left on the clock. You hear that 2-minute ding warning that you hear. 4 points. I mean, they can make it happen, but they're going to have to play a little bit more aggressively than they have been playing this whole round.
It's okay. Come back stories.
Cutie Pop, when she says bigger battery model, she's talking about the what's it called? The Elite strap that comes with like the battery built into it. The one that if you like look at it funny, it breaks. Yeah. I don't know if they fixed that, but I know that I fixed mine with Flex Tape. Flex Tape. They're not a sponsor, but use it anyway. MKS going for a backboard shot. Beautifully executed. That is textbook. That is literally just right out of how you do that. That is how do you make a backboard shot, Echo Reno 101 from like 5 years ago. Well played. You'll love to see it.
You know what I'm celebrating is no one's coming to the chat saying, is this a new
Oh,
screen?
Cutie Pop. It's not meant as a dig. You try to get as many headsets in the hands of players as you could.
Affordable.
So you grab
is
the
what
base
he meant
model.
to
You grab
say.
the base model. It's fine. These kids don't
There's
need
no
like
base model.
They don't
the
need
Quest
a
is like the best you can get.
No, the Quest comes with 2 models. They have a 64 gig and a 128 gig, and then you have the Elite strap you can get to it. So we just get 64 gig, and that's it. Yeah. So that's well, at the time, $300. Like, that's the cheapest you could get.
Look at how close the scores are. 6 and 7. Come on. You know what? It's hard to root for anyone right now. Let's just see who comes out on top.
If
Like,
Pasco can score or run the clock out, either one will get them the round win that they need to make them feel like they're still alive. Here comes an easy 2-pointer. Just go for it.
Come on!
Yeah.
Yeah.
Once you're in the bubble like that, even 2 people can't stop you if you throw it in there hard enough.
The right way.
Yeah, well, it's just rare. I mean, like, you could stop it, but it is rare.
And that's when you become a legend.
That's right. The Legend of Artemis, the optimally configured. What was that? Did you see the countdown? It was like it's because there was a countdown to launch and the countdown for the timer were going at the same time, so they're like overlaying.
Oh.
Oh, that was a good round. Now we're 1 point on each side and a best of 5. It's good. Pasco puts one up. Concord Carlisle puts one up. Winner takes all. What do you think you're going to see for round 3? Let me look at these stuns. Stuns 60 over on the Concord Carlisle side, 40 over on the Pasco side. Possession time was pretty freaking even. Everything else was even. A little bit more saves over on the Concord Carlisle side, but yeah, fairly evenly matched, but Concord bringing in way more stuns.
Yeah, that surprises me because I think Pasco was the one that told me they all love the stuns.
Well, it really is situational. Like, even if you're a team that's big on stunning, if you're not winning and you're trying to score, you will kind of lay off them a little bit. Generally,
I think our team is stunning.
Yeah, generally in stunning, when it comes to like a game that's like a stun team, right? What you want to do is you want to have one person, like a goon, that's like their job. It's just to sneak up on people and stun them. Your other 2 teammates, their entire job is trying to get the disc in the goal. Like, that's all they're trying to do. And you have one teammate, if you're playing 3v3, you have one teammate who's they're just irritating. That's literally their entire job. They play midfield, they make sure the disc doesn't get too far down, and they just harass the other players. But you have 2 guys that are stacked up the whole time, and all they're trying to do is just shoot at the goal. Even if they miss repeatedly, just keep pressure on the goal. That's the old way to play. Now we play like 4v4 and 5v5.
Yeah, I was going to say,
with
the 4v4, I was wondering if you had any insight on how that changes the dynamic.
The meta changes every day, but it's mostly position playing. You have a lot of guys who are doing man-on coverage. It really depends on the team, but practice a few different things. A lot of passing. The idea is like anybody comes at you, just like pass. And you just keep the pressure, just kind of float down and just keep passing. And you just know where your teammates are going to be, so you don't have to look where you're going to pass. But yeah, just keep moving and don't give them an opportunity to like get an easy target. And it can be very hectic, especially like you got leagues doing 5v5 right now, and it can just be pressure. And that's the fun thing about VR is when the pressure's insane. All right, we're getting back into round 3 already. The joust has been won, but the disc is just minding its own business as it's recovered in the hands of Walker King, who goes to clear it down the Concord side. Instead of Concord Carlisle or Concord side, I said Concord Sile. So that works, I think. All right. Back in the hands of Shirazzle, but gets knocked out for the trouble. Slapped away by MKS, but not slapped hard enough. Stack and boost. We've got ourselves Artemis Envy seeing another stack coming at them and just flings the disc to get the stack away from that. You know what? In that opportunity where you see 2 players stacked up coming at you, ooh, that might have bounced in. You see 2 players stacked up coming against you, rather than go directly for the panic clear, wait for them to get close enough, and then when you clear the disc, you know you can grab onto them. Because the problem is that when players are stacked up and they're doing a stack and boost over and over again, they're so concentrated on making sure they don't miss their teammate for the regrab, they don't have time to focus on you. And you can take advantage of that. Granted, it moves so fast that you have to have very quick reaction time to do anything about it, but it could be a smart move. Nice bait from Pyromaniac, protecting their head before they got stunned and ended up stunning somebody else. If you hit somebody while they're protecting their head, you will get stunned yourself. It's absolutely fantastic when you can make it happen, and generally pretty easy to do if you have somebody who's stun happy. Now, Artemis looking for an opportunity to shoot. Nice juking out of the way. Did a little bit of a little pirouette there in order to avoid getting caught. Tosses it to Walker King. Walker King not actually aware that that was being passed to them. Doesn't matter. Nice recovery from Artemis. Artemis doing a lot of heavy lifting over on Pasco. Tosses it up to Shirazzle. Shirazzle's probably going to set up a layup to Artemis. Nope. Tosses it to, evidently, the pulpit. And back in that bottom corner where you love to see it. Nope. It's actually shifting to the other corner. Shirazzle trying to actually clean up this mess that they made. And the disc is over on the Pasco side. So who's going to get there first? MKS. MKS goes for the 3-pointer. And it's good. See? That's what MKS do. They catch you slipping, and then make you pay for it. That's classic MKS. Or how did you pronounce it earlier?
Machias?
Machias.
I can say things. I can read.
Oh, this was not a dig. I was trying to remember what we were going to call them so I could say Machias. I just couldn't remember what it was. All right. It's never a dig, Vivian. You know I love you to death.
I know. I digs. I apologize to the viewers.
Yeah. You never have to defend yourself from me because I'm never attacking you. All right. The disc is clear in the hands of Walker King, playing that midfield position. Great. MKS is having none of it. Going for the side shot. Does not quite get the angle they need. You can actually, from way back there midfield, you can fling it hard at the side wall. You do it right, it'll bounce right into the goal. We found that in the beta, too. That's like an old shot. And just practice it from midfield. It's a great one. All right, the disc is just in no one's hand. MKS really just working the entire field today. I feel like it's the MKS and Artemis show right now. Walker trying to put pressure on the team. Walker really just pressuring them out of that little scrum. Back to the hands of somebody. MKS is bugged out now. It keeps thinking that MKS has possession even when they don't. The disc is hot and free to nobody. I'm not seeing a stack and boost. Not a good one anyway. I saw one coming in from Pasco, but they were just rushing the goal. They didn't want to give up any points, which I get when you're 0-3. With 6 minutes left on the clock, it makes sense. MKS has an opportunity to get that two-pointer. Are they going to get it? No, MKS got knocked out. It was a twofer between them and Artemis. Artemis just struggled until they could get their hands on the disc. Pyromaniac looking for an opportunity to shoot. Could have went for a bottom shot. Doesn't matter. MKS went for one as well and just panic backhand clear and technically cleared. Well done, Pasco. But neither Pasco team member can get it. Walker King trying to get to it, but only has a second. Goes to slap shot it. Now the disc is just in random position. MKS with another backhand panic clear. Artemis has an opportunity to get the disc. Artemis needs to pass. Find a teammate and pass it to him. I know there's a person right in front of your face. Bounce pass it if you have to. But considering how harassed Artemis is right here, they could juke it, but the real move is to pass it. Have your teammates, one of your teammates get open and pass it. Artemis, unfortunately, did not have an open teammate, so they kind of were running out of options until they got knocked out. Good recovery from Artemis as they look for an opportunity to clear it downfield, put it in the hands of Shirazzle. Shirazzle kicks it up to Walker, who is not in position, not anchored, so they can't respond to it. Walker recovers by slapping the absolute crap out of it so they can get it at least on the correct side of the field. Into the hands of Shirazzle. Shirazzle does not realize they're about to get knocked out, and MKS goes for the clear. And it looks like Artemis is trying to play backfield, but cannot get to MKS's throw as fast as you'd like. They got cover. It's just 5 minutes. But they end up going for a clear instead of a pass. Yeah. In that moment, hanging on to onto that anchor point. I would have put the disc down just a little bit, let it just hold still, and I said grab onto me. And I'd throw my body forward while anchored and have them fling themselves off my body and then pass it to them. That's the move. All right. Wow. Artemis misses the catch. That means MKS has a free shot.
Go.
MKS goes for the pass and the dunk. Oh, no. They overthought it. MKS is going to recover. This top shot be unstoppable. Here it comes.
That was a good.
Let's just wait it out. This is an easy shot. MKS can't be stopped. Yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
I know it when I see it. I've watched too many of these games that there's something about the formation of players that your brain just recognizes the pattern. You're like, oh, this is over. Like, you just know. And that's the great thing, though, is that when someone stops one of those shots, when your brain just knows they're going to score because you've watched so many of these, and someone stops it, you're like, what? It's good stuff.
Oh, I love that kind of stuff. It's like the Mighty Ducks V. You know it's coming.
The Flying V. I think the closest thing we have to the Flying V in this is literally Joker Train.
Oh, yeah, I was going to say the Joker. That's what you reminded me of yesterday.
That's the closest thing we have to Flying V in this game. All right. Well, yeah, Flying V, Mighty Ducks, ask your dad. Artemis MV kicking the disc downfield again, but into the hands of no one on his team. Shirazzle might be able to get to it quickly, but Shirazzle really.
Oh, stunned.
Yeah. Shirazzle really underestimating where that disc is going to be. Disc prediction is everything. You need to play a lot of games to get good at it. Go where the disc is going to be, not where it is. MKS with an easy shot, stopped by Artemis. Artemis got there quick enough with that re-grab boosting to get downfield. Another slap from Artemis Envy to recover from the fact that they did not slap as good as they'd like to the first time. But it's all right when you have no time. You do what you got to do. And Artemis overshoots as it gets stolen away. And MKS with an opportunity to kick it away. Now, like I said, from midfield, there is a shot you can make that will go in. If MKS practiced that midfield shot, This would be a
Pasco
much
really
different
needs to
game.
get some points on the board.
That's true. Considering it is a 1 round to 1 round on the best of 5, they could give up a win to Concord. But if they want to really feel a little bit of relief, they need to put some points on the board so they can feel a little less stress going to the next round. Granted, stress can be a motivator, and less stress can be a demotivator. So it could go either way. I mean, maybe losing this round is good for them. We'll see.
I'm trying to think. Yeah, I don't.
Well, the best way
I like to play stress.
the best way I could think of it is that after you lost a round, you have a tendency to play a lot better because you're angry, right? Or at the very least, you want
Oh
it.
yeah, comebacks are just.
Yeah,
I mean,
but the
that's
thing
just kind
is-
of normal now.
The thing is, though, if Pasco were in that position right now, get it, easy shot. All right, Pasco in that position
Nice.
right now, though. So
Good job,
if
Raz.
Pasco loses this round, then that means they have the energy to win the next round. But then they win the next round, and we're in literally the 5th round. Whoever wins takes it. And that means that they're in a relaxed state and thus lose. So Pasco needs to win this round so they are relaxed and lose round 4, which by losing a round, they have the energy to win round 5. It's overthinking it, I know, but that's what I would try to go for. Like if I was on Pasco, I was like, psychologically, we need to win round 3. I know how we play.
these are all the things that like over time. It's
Nice
like,
backboard shot. Oh,
no,
doesn't
just
hit the
a
black
miss.
diamond. That black triangle, man, you got to hit it. Nice shot. Nice shot.
There you
Pyro really just driving in those coffin nails for this round. It's funny. I'm hearing some direction from the other players, like don't go straight at it and stuff like that. The problem is that you need to do that in your practice and prep before you get into a match. Once you get in the match, you have to play the way you've practiced. If you are thinking and trying to change how you were used to practicing, you're going to be slower, and thus you're going to lose.
Yeah, I mean, experience infinity. Yes, there are some mental gymnastics. That's sports. You know, it's a
Yeah.
lot of mental games. So it's not even just in the rounds. I mean, it's preparing for the match of the week if you know who you're playing. I mean, there's so many elements to it, which is kind of the exciting part of it. You know, as I like to do, you know, puzzles and detective
Yeah.
work and stuff. This is just kind of like.
Okay, Batman. That's
Thank you. That's the nicest thing anyone said to me.
yeah. You're a DC Comics fan, so I figured you'd like that. Yes, that is right. Well, this round is going to go to Concord Carlisle, so we can't wait to get to the next round to see what ends up happening. But yes,
Yeah.
this is why any event that you're in, your coaches will have you practice to drill, and then they don't change what they've taught you come game time. The idea is that you just let your body do the work, muscle memory, and let it do the work.
Muscle memory,
And if you did
exactly.
not put in the practice and game time comes, you're at the mercy of whether or not the other team practiced. If the other team didn't practice either, then you're probably okay. But you
No,
can't
I
guarantee that.
know, because I was team captain and I made our team do this play over and over and over, and they hated me for
For
it.
your
They're
own
just
work
like,
team?
"Oh." Yeah, and they're like, we just want to go play public lobbies. I'm like, no, we're just gonna keep doing it, and then
You
it
don't want
worked.
to play pubbies. You want to
worked.
scrim against people you know can destroy you.
Yeah, but I was just like, it pays off, you know, like when you do that play over and over and over again, or
Yeah.
whatever it is. If you're doing passes, if you're, you know, if you're trying to work on the angles and everything, it just really
Muscle
pays off.
memory is faster than thought. So if you're not thinking about it, your body's just doing what it was trained to do. You're gonna complete that task faster than somebody who's trying to react to what you're doing. And so if you can do that, so it's all action and their brains are having to process what you're doing and think about it because they have not seen it, because they have not scrimmed you, it can be a very difficult thing.
Yeah. I know that more than anyone right now. Neuroplasticity, muscle memory. Okay, well, it looks like we're gonna. Daddy Mike wants to see beast mode out of John.
Beast mode, evidently.
Redlane. Beast mode.
Yeah, Daddy
Hey,
Mike
what
said.
button is that? Do you press like Y or something?
What? For what? For beast mode?
Yeah.
No, in VR, I think you just have to like jump.
A, B, up, down, up, down.
No, in VR, I think if you
left.
just jump 4 feet in the air, you're good. Daddy Mike was saying, let's go Pasco. It's been a great showing with 2 players being brand new players. You were right. On that team, I know Artemis. I don't know the other 2 guys. Walker King actually looks familiar. I do think I know that name. But the other
Yeah,
two,
no, Walker King is.
the other people who've been
not
playing, I was like,
new.
who are these guys? So we'll see if John Red
Eliminate
Flame
this.
takes over this round, though. We're ready. He says John Red Flame can. Or as I like to say, Joe Red Flame. Artemis actually had an opportunity for an easy 2-pointer there. I mean, I say easy, but it's actually a narrow target from that position. But still, it's a shot we've seen Artemis make so much. Nice passing coming from Artemis, but what he neglected to notice was that his teammate was not anchored, which means they could not respond quickly to anything but a dead-on shot. And that's one of those things you got to notice. Granted, as a team, you practice enough that your teammates are always anchored. And if your teammates are always anchored, you don't have to worry about it. That's one of those things you just practice doing. MKS going to out-juke John Red Flame here and get that 2-pointer, passing to nobody, evidently. MKS maybe just accidentally let go just there. Now, that looked like a legitimate pass, but again, to nobody. Slapped away by Artie. Artie operating the optimal configuration. Oh, that reboost grab from MKS.
Oh.
He reboosted Pyro so fast, Pyro slapped right through the freaking launch tubes. Man, I wish we could see the bottom right map so we could see who's reboosting now, but I bet it's MKS and Pyro because they got that reboost down. Easy 3-pointer. And misses.
No.
It's late
Maybe
reboost grabbing.
It's our angle.
Yeah, late boosting coming in from Pasco, but they get there in time. Luckily, MKS missed their shot. Slapping away into the hands of Artie. Artie playing defense, but Artie's trying to predict where the disc is going to be. Gets knocked out for their trouble. Actually, it's actually very funny. So Artie went to protect their head from the knockout. The other player protected their head, and Artie reached out and tried to knock them and got baited, essentially. MKS passing out to Pyro. Pyro with the easy shot. Nope, going to pass to MK for an easy layup. Backboard shot. He didn't go for the easy one. Could have slammed it dead on and probably did it. Backboard shot. I mean, while the backboard shot has a higher likelihood of winning on a goalie, when you're that close, just slam it in. Do a little pinwheel, too. Or a little pump fake and then throw it. MKS looking for an opportunity. And there it is.
How players are, taking down notes from all these tips.
There was one season where I think it was Artemis literally had me playing in his ear. And every thing that I was saying, they were trying to implement mid-game. And in all fairness, it actually was working. But the officials decided that was cheating.
I could have told you that.
At the same time, I'm like, if you change how you practice playing mid-game, it can really mess you up. So I did not expect it to work out as well as it did.
That is a big thing that casters talk about. Are they going to change strategies? And because if you're up and you're winning, the teams will say okay, should we kind of switch it up so that they don't know what to expect?
Switch it up to something you've practiced, sure.
Yeah, it has to be practiced, exactly.
Yeah.
But if you're doing well, stick with what you're doing well with.
If you've practiced a trick play, by all means, throw out the trick play. But if you want to try something you haven't, granted, there's desperation too. If you're already losing, right? And you're like, you know what? Here's this dumb thing we've never practiced, but maybe it'll work. I don't disagree with that, depending on how bad you're losing. At this point, though,
nice.
It's 4v0. 2 rounds on Conquered Carlisle. Not quite the level of let's do something dumb. It's getting there. If they get to 6 or 9-0, maybe. That Artemis actually got his hands on that one. That's why it registered as an own goal.
Yeah, that's why I was like, wait, what?
Yeah, that happens. Yeah. If you just barely touched it whenever it goes in, it'll register it as an own goal. Okay, stacked up. Artemis does a self-pass. Does not get the recovery. Neither does the other team, so that's fine. Artemis has MKS right on his heels. Artemis has someone to pass to, but they weren't. Johnny was not anchored, so Johnny couldn't respond as quickly as they needed to. MKS with the clear. People getting knocked out for no reason. At that point, when the disc is that far away, don't punch people unless they're trying to stack and boost. MKS is going to have an opportunity to score here. Doesn't have a lot of pressure. Puts it in Pyro. Pyro's going to get an easy shot here. No problem, with no one on the goal. And 6-0. This round is looking like an open and shut case for Conquered Carlisle. Conquered.
They
conquered. Where the grapes come from.
Yes, that was what I was thinking. Oh my gosh, we really are BFFs. If you haven't been doing the peacemaker dance by now, I don't know.
All right. Fun fact about the peacemaker dance: John Cena was like, "I can't dance," so they tried really hard to find something he could do. That's why he has that face the whole time. He's like, "This looks terrible," and I know it.
By the way, that's our celebration dance. So.
Yeah. MKS, nice clear. MKS looking for an opportunity to lay up a score. Nope. Swatted away.
At this time, Pasco can bring it back.
Pasco, I don't think Pasco knows that this is their round, that they have to win this one.
They must know. Oh, wow. Okay.
Because they're playing a little more defensively than I expected. And I expected to see way more aggression. Like just an angry amount of aggression.
But not too much that you're making bad passes. And yeah, they know. Laura's on it. She says they know. They know.
Now we know. All right.
I'm telling you, since these schools are, they're schools, they should be able to like play with a crowd.
Nice
just grab
save.
some crowds of people.
Spider Monkey just saving it from the backfield, slapping it all the way down to the Pasco territory. Reboost and grab. It looks like Johnny's going to get there first. Looking for anyone to pass it to. Tries to pass it to literally no one. It looks like Artie was able to get the recovery. Artie can be kind of everywhere, but MKS is having none of it. MKS just tossing it downfield, saying, it doesn't matter. As long as we keep the disc out of play with 3 minutes left on the clock, there's no way you're catching up. We're just going to hold on to it. I've literally watched Lemming and friends on Eclipse with 3 minutes left in a game in a championship match like this, just pass it between themselves.
Sure, yeah.
And it was so rude. But I understood. I mean, there was a lot of money on the line. It was like 20 grand or something like that. The disc is out and away with 2 minutes, 45 seconds left. Artemis really is going to have to step up his game. Oh, that hurts.
You see that steal and a goal.
Yeah, MKS just takes it from him and does a no-look backhand, just saying, you know what, the goal's in that general direction. It doesn't matter, and then it goes in anyway. Yikes. No Blue Flame calls it. Calls it with the GGs.
Yeah, but I'm wondering what happened. I think it was going really well, and then they lost momentum.
Yeah, well, 2 minutes left, like they could, but they have to play more angrily, more aggressive, way more energy.
Right,
and I'm just not
yeah.
seeing it. MKS is just taking their lunch money at this point.
Oh, at least he didn't, do the thing.
Yeah. Oh, give it a minute. Give it a minute. These guys have no
I
respect.
mean, I see that there's some strategy to that if you're like holding off, but I mean, you're 12 and 0 now. There's no point in doing that.
Sometimes one of the strategies is just tilting the other team. I remember seeing that in the very early days of Challenger League, that these guys who were like 4th seed on the European team kept arguing that they needed open comms because one of the best players in the entire league, she was easy to tilt if you could get in her head. And so that's what they would do, is that's the only way they could beat her. If you didn't get inside her head, it was like playing against a freaking ninja. But it was really funny. Once you got inside her head, she was like the worst player in the league. It's funny how quickly she would flip. She would be an insane anomaly of a player. And then she'd make a mistake, and you would just trash her for the mistake she made, and then she would just overthink everything and then become terrible. I had to like pull her aside when I saw that during warm-ups. It's like, hey, you got to stop listening to other players, man. You're incredible. Stop it.
4 3-pointers. Yes, I think that would be.
Oh, it's frustrating to watch a player who has just an amazing amount of talent that they're just born with play terribly because people just kind of say trashy things to them. I hate it. Talking about Finity, those of you who don't know who Finity is, Finity was an incredible player, and she still is to this day, and she's gotten a little bit better about dealing with trash talk. But like early days, like when the game first came out, she was just a phenomenon whenever people weren't in her head. And she would do it with a smile and laughed the entire time. She was just always where the disc was. Always.
Did you see what Never Enough Mars? Is that what that is? Never Enough Mars? Just like went from
17
4
to 0.
3-pointers. Yeah.
Yikes.
How many 3-pointers is that now? He went up to 5 3-pointers.
Jeez, that.
Yeah.
That's the face I'm making. That stings.
Yeah,
That stings. That stings a little bit.
It does. I wonder what happened there. What did you think?
I thought Pasco had a shot. I really did think Pasco had a shot, but I think they kind of lost steam and they started getting down on themselves. As you heard them in the actual proxy talk, they were starting to second guess themselves, decide that they wanted to change their strategy. And the strategy was working. They just needed to focus a little bit more on boosting off each other so they could have the speed they needed, because MKS and Pyro had the boosting down pat. And Artemis knows how to do it. The rest of his team, I mean, I know Walker knows how to boost. they could do it. They just weren't doing all that much, mostly because Artemis, who would be best at boosting, was also the best pick for their midfielder and the defender. And so since and generally your best player is your defender, like that's where you want to put them. But because the other player playing off a Walker, I think probably is not as good at re-grabbing and boosting, that they could not keep up with the speed and the pressure that was MKS and Pyro.
Yeah, I mean, way to get second place. You know what? Second place is walking away with some really good prizes too. So, congrats to them. I mean, they made it to the end, and it's not always so bad getting second. I think it's fantastic anyway that all the students showed up to play and all the supporters in the chat. And this is like one of those things where you're starting to like learn to love the sport that could just become. I don't know. That's the thing. You can keep playing this. You can play in college. You can play.
Speaking of sports you love.
So yeah, go for it.
Speaking of sports you love, UGC Esports.com, providers of our tournament support this time around. Be sure to check them out. Ultimate Gaming Championship Esports League, or something like that. I can't remember. These guys have been working with us really well to provide these nice brackets that we can use. You see both brackets here, so that we can support this tournament. And thanks to them. Speaking
thank
of
you very much.
the rest of our sponsors, before we let you guys go today, we have Antlion Audio, makers of the famous mod mic being used by Vivian right now. Be sure to check them out at antlionaudio.com and get yourself a mod mic. You had a nice set of headphones, but you would like a better microphone, get yourself a mod mic. Then you also have Bisect Hosting. You've been providing a prize pool here this time around, as well as providing hosting services for our Minecraft server that we play with. There are various high school players and some of the league organizers. BisectHosting.com. Use OutRun as your discount code and get 25% off your first month. And of course, Rezzle. Rezzle.com. Check them out. These guys are they are physical sports champion builders. These guys will take you to your next level when it counts the most in that championship match. And these guys are using the highest technology, including VR, in order to get you there. So be sure to check them out. Again, this has been High School Heroes Esports League. Check them out at hsvrleague.com. If you want to get involved, you want to coach a team, hell, if you are from a school that doesn't have one, you can get in right now. We have a bunch of different games other than Echo Arena, so there's other things you can learn. If you are a professional player and you want to coach people, also sign up and help out.
Highly recommend it. Yeah. And of course, us at V Respawn, check out our channels. We are always working with different leagues. Of course, our favorite being Outrun Digital. And we're doing commentary, we do interviews, and we help people from behind the scenes trying to get their productions up and running, or whatever it is that we can do, we will be there to help you.
We
So
have
thank
all
you.
the answers, or we know who does. That's the
And
thing.
Google.
We are
Yes,
very
we
good at
know how to
Googling.
Google.
We're super
Yes.
good at Googling. That's right. So
Like we
as you
majored
saw,
in
our
it.
socials were there. If you want to hit us up, or you just kind of Google V Respawn, you'll find it, or just ask somebody. Everybody knows this. Anyway, it was great to host these finals for you for the High School Heroes Esports League. And Vivian, do you have one last thing to say before I press the big red button?
Well, I want to say GG's to all the students who came out and all the supporters. It's really important to get that community going. Again, from here, you can go on to play collegiate at CBRE or whatever other leagues there are, but you can also join all the many leagues that are beyond school if you want to continue in this endeavor. For all the coaches and the teachers who put their time into helping these students, I hope you get into the headset sometime just to see the difficulty of this. Again, congrats to High School Heroes, Outrun Digital, for running these tournaments that I know make the students so happy. It's fantastic to see from the community. So thank you very much. Thank you for joining us. Have a good night, everyone.